Hello. Hey. Hey.
Hi.
Good morning, good afternoon, good
Evening.
yes. Good evening. How you doing? Hope everyone's okay, well, and having a fantastic weekend on the 7th of May, 2022. A little bit of a delay of the podcast, as always, each and every single week.
Yeah.
Well, except for the last 2 weeks, because we were
First things
unavailable.
first. This is the most important thing first. We've got to hydrate from Basie right out the gate.
Already.
Already.
And also, thank you to Shani XB for the subscription.
Sandy.
Good to see you back.
Hi, Sandy.
13 months over a
Nice.
year.
I love it.
13 months. That's madness, that is. But thank you so
I gotta
much.
redeem my subscription with you too. I don't think I have a subscription with you right now. I need to do it.
Sort it out.
We're gonna be saying that a lot today with the news
Yeah.
articles.
Oh, that'll be. To be fair. But yeah, it's good to be back for myself and for Trans. Obviously, the first week was on the 23rd I was not available due to other commitments. Unfortunately, last week Trans was not feeling too well. So
it's okay. It's okay. We can tell them, Malk. It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
You sure?
absolutely,
Okay.
totally, absolutely.
Okay. Unfortunately, Trans had the dreaded COVID situation.
It caught up with me, guys.
It caught up.
Oh, Shani, all the love to you, darling. So good to see you. Thank you so much.
Catch up soon. Absolutely, Shani. Catch up soon.
Absolutely. I still have the cough going on. It's still there. Like the congestion is still there.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm getting through it. We're making it through it, guys.
We're hoping.
We're getting there. It's getting there.
I knew that
It
was
did
coming.
catch me, Vanilla. I know.
Yeah. So, like I said, unfortunately, Trans had the dreaded COVID last week, but she's okay and well and getting a lot better now. So, otherwise, we can't do it for the third week to cancel for you guys. We cannot do that at all because you would kill us on the spot as well.
The original plan was for us to have a stream last week and for us not to have a stream this week because I had a thing that was going on at work. But I got out in time and I was like, okay, cool. I don't want to hold it up anymore. So we're doing this for you guys because I was sick last week. So
yeah,
we're doing it for y'all.
Absolutely. So, but yeah, it should be a classic episode this week because we haven't got a guest with us this week because we obviously due to other commitments or due to COVID as well. Unfortunately, yeah, it's just us today, and we might be building up to the free form discussion again for you guys as well. What we're going to do is we do each and every single week is the see, I lost my momentum now. News segments. It's the news articles from this week or build up to this week. And then we got the main discussion topic that we're going to be building up to. And then we're going to talk about a free-form discussion. And then the updates from GTA RP. So I think that has brought in from this season as well. So that
Hi, Reese.
So I will put up the chat in a minute, guys, for the guys who are watching it on the stream live now. For the audio, tough. Sorry about that.
Too bad. Sorry, guys.
Too bad. But you just have to listen to ours as well. That's good in the hood as well.
Now, I'm sorry if I'm coughing in your ears, guys. I apologize. I'll try not to. I'll try and turn away from the mic. I promise.
It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry. So, and then hopefully would be the Ask Us Anything part, which is going to be, because we're a little bit behind, because I'm a little bit, me being late
it's
again.
It's Malk's fault this week.
Yeah, I knew.
His fault.
You said, "Oh, I won't tell," and then you're like,
"Yes, no. I totally said I was going to blame you on stream.
You knew it.
I said I was blaming you on stream."
I'm getting rinsed on coming back onto the podcast as well. So here we go, guys. Oh, before I forget, should we mention about it? Should we mention Spot the Difference?
We should. Yes.
So, guys, if you are watching the stream, I bet you're wondering what's different. It's not just us. it's not just trans. Well, not us, trans, not
Mm.
me, not trans. I bet if you notice something different on the video screen, I'm sorry to all the audio. We'll explain in a minute.
We'll get to it audio. Don't worry. We're not gonna leave y'all out of this. You'll hear what the differences are from what the stream says too.
Let's just say it's nothing that you'll see on our screens.
No,
Is that a good clue?
That is a very good clue. Yeah.
See,
I mean, well, it doesn't have anything to do with us. There is something different, but it has nothing to do with like our cameras.
They'll be thinking, what other camera are we watching on this?
I mean, I will admit, Malk is not wearing a Wolverine shirt. That's a given. He's not wearing one. He's wearing Donkey Kong instead today. Ooh. And we do have Evie, who is new. Evie's new. I found her at a thrift store, so she's new. But like, I mean, there's something else, guys. There's something else.
Should we give him one more minute?
We'll give him a minute. You guys gotta find this. I would love for y'all to be able to tell this difference.
I will demonstrate the difference on.
He will demonstrate you. Yeah, he'll show you what it is.
So if we'll do it at the 10-minute marker. 10-minute marker of the stream. You guys
got like 25 more seconds. Like 30 seconds.
You're putting the pressure on as well.
No, we are.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I told you I'm back to I'm feeling more like myself now, which is a good thing.
Oh yes. Get in. Yes.
Vanilla like I had worse things accosted by my ears. Oh, thanks, Vanilla. I appreciate it. Talking about my cough. Thank you, Vanilla.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now, if you're wondering, what the hell are we on about? Now, if you notice the news on our Discord, if not, go should be checking on them as well. Because
I think I shared it too. I shared the news with the link from Malk. He also put it on his Discord too. So we both have it on our Discords.
So I've got it right. On the top right on screen, you notice our logo is still the same, but the background's gone. The whole background's gone. And you're probably saying, what? What's happened?
It's probably something y'all didn't even realize had changed. And that's okay if you didn't realize it. But that's what it normally looks like.
And then
this is what it looks like now.
Now, there you go.
There we go.
So
no more background, guys, because Trance is constantly like, I want that background gone. Thank you, Basie.
So me and Trance have been discussing before we do the articles and all the other stuff for today. Me and Trance have been discussing about the merch side of things, as well as the exclusive bonus content, which is not going to be live on stream. It will only be bonus on the Spotify and any of the other Spotifys, any of the other podcasts.
Spotifys.
Yeah, there's Spotify 1, 2 that we know of as well, exclusively live.
At least two.
Yeah, in my head, as well. So like on Google Podcasts and all the other stuff as well, there will be a bonus content. When that will be done, we're not going to tell you. We're going to keep it a secret and stuff. So when you do see the bonus content, enjoy it, because that will be the most iconic and best time that we've ever done.
It's gonna be good shit, guys. It's gonna be good shit. Y'all will have a blast when you listen to it. It'll be fun. I don't like having the background on this because we were talking about the merch and stuff too, and so we have the new merch up at his merch store. He has it under his like regular merch store because we only have a few items up there. And for the record, guys, there's a beanie on there that yours truly is like dying for. I am all about this beanie. I kept telling Malcolm, man, that beanie is fucking fire. When we were looking at this, I'm not even kidding. Like I was looking at this beanie, I'm like, damn, I like that beanie. Man, that beanie's fire. Man, I want one. I kept saying it. Trust me.
Yeah.
There's the mug that I really like, and then there's also like a notebook that I really want to.
So basically, that was all I had yesterday, or on the 6th of May 2022 was Oh my god, the beanie, and I changed it to red on certain parts of the print, and you'd be like, oh, what?
Blew my
Exploded.
mind. Blew my
I
mind.
know. And then Trans, I did not hear from her the next 5-10 minutes. She was just completely gobsmacked with it, to be fair. But yeah, that is what we're going to be doing. We're not going to change the logo or anything like that. We'll just remove the background for now, and we're just going to add some more stuff to the merch. But it'll only be on mine at the minute, on the merch store itself. We will put the link up on the chat, and to anyone that wants to find out, we will put it on social media.
I can literally do that right now. Like, I have it saved from our conversation yesterday. Hang on.
Cool. So, what we're going to do, guys, is while Trans just gives you the update of what we're going to try to do with the merch, we're going to do the news articles now for you guys. So, if you are liking so much with the podcast, please check out the Spotify and all the other social media, like the other podcasts, like Google Podcast and iTunes, everything like that, because it will be a massive help to get
Here's
us
our
up
merch,
to the.
by the way.
Oh, thank you. Legend. You are. Absolutely. I can't do it that way. I have to do it down. Thank you.
Now you gotta go down now. I gotta point up.
Yeah. That's what she said as well.
Oh,
there we go. Chance is like, I'm gonna kill you.
Wow, Malk. I did not expect that from you.
Smooth.
That caught me by surprise.
See, I'm on fire as well.
Oh,
this is what I love about it.
He's so happy we're back. That's what it is, guys. He's excited.
Oh God, yeah, definitely.
Vanilla.
Yeah, let's not talk about Vanilla's comments, shall we say, as well. But yeah, I mean, from that perspective as well, we gave you the link to check out on the social media side and stuff, all the merch. And Shadi with the love hearts as well. Thank you so much.
Love. Oh, she subscribed for my channel again. Yay! Jenny, thank you so much for that subscription, darling. All the love to you for the support of the channel. We love you, girl. We miss you. We miss you so much.
So what we're going to try and do is going to have a fantastic time, because we've got a lot to go through in a short amount of time. So we'd like to thank Trans for sorting out the news articles.
Guys, for the record, Trance was at work between guests writing up these notes. I'm just telling you that right now.
Yeah, that's what
that's how dedicated I was to having this show today.
That's why I said thank you.
You're looking the wrong way, Malk. I'm below.
Oh, keep doing it. Oh no, I'm not even drunk or anything like that. That's what's madness, to be fair.
Hey, you're drinking the 7-Up.
Yeah, I think that's what's kicked in. That's why I feel like I'm going that way instead of the other way, shall we say? Before Vanilla comments anything else. So we're going to be talking about the PC console news as we do each time, and then we're going to talk about the main discussion, which Trans will do later. But I'll be doing the news articles today for you guys as well.
So you guys know the news articles this week are covering the 2 weeks that we also missed. A lot of it is last week's news, but it was a part of last week news that I had already put on there, and I was trying to trim it down as much as I could, but I wanted to keep the news since we had a couple weeks that we had missed. Y'all know that when we normally miss a week or whatever, we try and catch up on the news, so y'all are good with that. So just know that that's where it's coming from.
So yeah, it should be an absolute blast. We've all the news articles build up from the previous weeks as well as this week as well. Yeah. So it's like a triple helping, should we say? Triple helping as well. Totally. So
of news.
Yes, triple helping of news. Marvelous. Here we go. So this, are we ready? Are we ready to go?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. 17 minutes in. Let's go. Let's do this.
Oh my God, let's do this. This is long articles, guys. So we'll try and get through it as triple as possible.
Vanilla.
I knew. I knew
Knew it was coming. Knew it was coming.
That's what he said.
We love you, Vanilla.
Well. Yeah. So here we go. The first article of the evening, and this article's come from CBR. Is it CBR.com? Is it CBR.com?
Yeah, CBR.com.
So CBR.com. And it's saying Ubisoft, or Bubisoft, as I always called it back in the day. Ubisoft next Assassin's Creed game reportedly leaks. Now that is quite interesting as well.
Yeah, I know, right?
So on April 23rd, that was the first week that we were off, should we say. Reddit user Echiketo said they were in possession of a full build of a VR Assassin's Creed title called Assassin's Creed Nexus. Ooh. Echiketo shared a 42-second video that showed the title screen and some UI for the game. Outlined details of gameplay in the post, but did not have any gameplay footage, video of it as well. Echiketo says game will put players in the shoes of different assassins, starting with Ezio, and then will be switching between characters will reportedly not occur freely, and some specific assassins will only show in specific missions. I had to say it really slow to try and get the tongue twister.
It's a lot.
Well. Yeah. Differences between assassins will apparently only be the model of the player character's hands and the way NPCs address them. Ooh, that'll be good. To be fair, that'll be good. The first mission with Ezio will apparently take place in Venice. Ooh, mission is titled The Sword of Ezio. Nice. Missions are apparently level. I nearly said level based. It's a level based with no open world and run for about 20 minutes each. Combat is time based and accompanied with stealth and parkour sequences. According to Echiketo, being in speech marks, being discovered isn't really punished as enemies approach you one at a time. End of quotes. Missions are separated by short pre-rendered cutscenes outlining the narrative. The game does not feature side missions. That's a quite interesting point, which I'll have to come back to as well. Echiketo says they played the game on Oculus 2 and initially assumed this would be the exclusive platform. Other users suggest that the game has been tested on Windows 10 as well as a PC version may be in the works. Echiketo called the game high-tier VR, but says that the lackluster combat and stealth made the title look like a cash grab. A cash grab, that's in quotes, like a cash grab. The game is expected to release sometime in the next year or so.
Yeah.
So, I mean, from that...
Vanilla.
Yeah. Trust him to do that.
I thought when you first mentioned it, Vanilla. Oh, Clumsy Citizen has redeemed no cursing, Malk, so we cannot curse for the next 5 minutes.
We can't curse? Are you joking? Are you absolutely joking?
We've got to be family friendly for 5 minutes.
Oh, great. I'm glad.
What's up, Clumsy? Welcome to the stream. All the love to
you.
Thank you for being here. We're happy to have you here, chilling with us here at our channels while we have our show.
Our show. Yes.
On our show.
Oh,
it's Rogue. Hi, Rogue. We miss you.
No way.
Rogue.
It went from hi, Clumsy. Welcome to the stream. Rogue. What game?
Right now we're talking about Assassin's Creed. There was apparently a VR leak, a VR game leak called Assassin's Creed Nexus. There was a supposed leak from a Reddit user. So we're just talking about that.
Yeah, we were just talking about that now. So from that perspective, I mean, they're making another Assassin's Creed game, and I don't know about you. I mean, I love the series. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love the series itself, and I like how they've done the different historical I think we mentioned about that in the past. I think about the
I think
historical
we
stuff.
have, yeah.
So yeah, because I love how they brought the historical stuff to try to educate us a bit of the historical, but then obviously we changed it by destroying everyone's battles
That's
during the
true.
games.
That's true.
So it's kind of like 50-50, or do you want to phone a friend, or do you want to ask the audience type stuff if who wants to be a millionaire? But yeah, so they're going back to Venice. I can't remember if they did the Venice missions, or was that the first time they're ever going to Venice? I can't
That was
remember from the time.
Ezio. That was Ezio's. Ezio was in Italy, so it
Yeah,
was Venice.
yeah.
So,
So,
and you're doing the different assassins throughout the course of the history of the game, but you're just
yeah.
starting in Venice.
Oh,
And
okay.
yes, clumsy. They the user did say it was a bit of a. It looked like a cash grab because the combat's kind of lackluster. The quality is high tier, but the combat,
Yeah,
not so great.
absolutely. I think the game. Well, from the news article itself, I think the one part which stand out for me was with Assassin's Creed. It always used to have side missions as well as the
Yeah.
main storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Now with this, they're saying the game does not feature the side missions. So
Yeah.
do you think personally, from your perspective, do you feel like that the side missions always take? I know it takes longer, but do you ever feel like they should never overdo the side mission type stuff?
Um,
Not just for Assassin's Creed, but for the whole game industry in general.
I like side quests because it gives you something to focus on, so you're not just like blasting through the storyline. I've always liked games with side quests and open world because like you can
Yeah,
explore on your own time and check things out and find everything that you need to find. And the side quest you can just check out, go over here and go do this thing. It's like, oh man, I've been focusing on the storyline for like hours. Let me take a break and go do this thing over here, but it can be overwhelming. Assassin's Creed does have a lot of side missions for all of its games, like, oh, find all these locations, or oh, open up this map, or oh, go talk to all these people, go do this mission, go do that mission. They do throw a lot in, so I mean, it also gives for more gameplay time. We're also talking about a leaked game here. The actual final build for the game could be totally different than what this build is, so they may
yeah, that's
actually
true.
add stuff to it later. So there is a possibility that it will change and adjust.
But 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 say if this was the final release, though, if this
Mhm.
was the final release, what would your thoughts be? If it was the final release of it?
If it's the final, I would expect that they would include the side missions because they would want to give you as much content as you can do,
Yeah.
but without like overwhelming you. But Assassin's Creed games, a lot of it's about side missions anyway, and there's stuff that you can do that fills your time with the game really, and that's kind of what it is. Um, it's a matter of like filling your time with the game, so you don't feel like you spent 60, 70, $80 on a game that is just kind of eh. It's just, even if it was VR, who cares? There's nothing else to it. There's not enough sustenance in the game for you to keep wanting to play. Um, so side quests kind of are the filler for that. They kind of fill in your time where if you do a full completion, because there are people that want to do full completions. If you do a full completion, you've got a lot of achievements and stuff to work towards. We have some comments in the chat. I'll go ahead and add those real quick. Clumsy says, time for Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs to end. Vanilla says, sounds like a mishmash of things and not a centralized plot at all if assassins are interchangeable and not relevant to what's happening. I think certain assassins come in certain missions related to that assassin, I think is what it is. I don't think it's a specific assassin from what the actual user was saying with their supposed leaked version. It's not like you're going through a story as one assassin in their storyline. You're going through multiple storylines. Clumsy also says, I will always say this, a game can look like crap, but if it plays well, it seems built well. It will be a great game. So, yeah, I mean, the fact that the player said that they were kind of disappointed with the combat and stealth in the game. That kind of makes that resonates a lot with me, because a lot of Assassin's Creed is from stealth, because you've
Yeah.
got stealth missions that you have to act out on, or even storyline like narrative, like, oh, go kill this person, and you gotta stealth up to this person and kill them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Elden Ring, God of War are great examples of games that had mechanics / story put first before graphics. Yeah, that's true. That's very true, Clumsy.
Yeah, so I mean, don't get me wrong. I think I just hope that they don't mess up the games. Like I say this every time. I just hope they don't mess up
Yeah.
the particular games and just have a great time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because you want to buy a game like £40 or $60 or whatever, how much it
Mhm.
is in dollars. So you want to buy a game and you want to play it that you would constantly play and not lose the story mode or lose the feel. Because
Mhm.
I've noticed quite a few times the games that are like you buy the game and you want to play on it, but by about like 5-10 minutes of it, you just like you lost interest because there's another new game
Yeah.
coming out, and you're like, oh, I want to try that, and it just doesn't appeal, and then it just comes off, and then it's just like the old cycle of like, you know, I don't know. I think that's just my opinion,
Yeah.
really. Clumsy says if it looks amazing but plays like.
We can cuss now. We're out of our
Okay.
5-minute time frame. We're good.
Okay. I'll say that again. Clumsy says if it looks amazing but plays like shit, it's gonna die. Prime example, Anthem.
Good point.
I've
100%.
never played Anthem, so I can't really mention about it, but I heard bad reviews
Yeah.
of it as well, which is a shame because imagine doing all that work, hard work, and then they're saying well, shit. Really, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, from that perspective, I just hope that they don't mess it up. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah.
what I'm expecting from that the Assassin's Creed stuff. And do you think they've done too much Assassin's Creed games? Personally,
I love the Assassin's Creed games, but I feel like as the series has gone on, they left what made the game like Assassin's Creed from day one. Like the stealth missions and
yeah,
the story of the assassins versus the Templars. They left a lot of that behind as the series progressed. I haven't seen anything on Valhalla, so I don't know how how that is. But I know that with Black Flag it was completely different. Like it was like almost all pirate, and it really didn't have anything to do with what originally made Assassin's Creed. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I mean, I feel like if they can get back to the bare bones of what the game's about, I think that they can do a really good job with it. But they've gone so far from what it originally started out as and what originally made me love the game so much. I mean, and with this information about the stealth missions and all that, kind of being and the combat being I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not expecting a lot out of this title. If it does come out, I'm not expecting a lot unless they make a lot of changes. They need to combine old and new. You're right, Clumsy. They do. If they want
Yeah.
to add new mechanics, that's fine, but don't lose the feel and the actual concept of what the game was meant to be to begin with. You know what I mean? The game's called Assassin's Creed for a reason.
Yeah, just have to wait and see how everything
Yeah, we'll see.
goes as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll go to the next one for you guys. So we'll go to the next podcast, next news article.
How
You
many
can tell-
podcasts do we have, Mel? Oh my god.
welcome to the Bish Bash Bosh podcast 2 for the exclusive ones, shall we say. So another new article, but this time our favourites from PC Gamer.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, CN builds files for bankruptcy with an estimated $1.3 million in unfulfilled orders. Holy shit. This is where, is this the one where he did say sort their shit out moments?
Yeah, this is going to be a sort their shit out moment for sure.
Okay, so April 22nd, this was the day that we meant, 2 weeks ago. Altazia Builds filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy with over $3 million in liabilities on its balance sheet, which includes an estimated $1.37 million in unfulfilled orders, according to the documents filled for the filing. The appointed restructuring officer for Artesians is now seeking buyers for the company's assets, including an estimated $917,595 worth of inventory.
It's a lot of inventory.
Inventory.
Yeah.
Artesian Build shut down on March the 8th and let go of around 50 employees in California and North Carolina. Artesian debts was apparently triggered by a wave of refunds following this is in red mark now controversial raffle itself, live streamed by the company's owner and CEO Noah Katz.
That's only read because it's what was read in the article. I think it
okay.
was a link to the other thing, but we covered that raffle. We talked about that when it happened.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that, Clumsy. No, they're not going to sell it for $1. They're going to get their money's worth. They're going to try.
Yeah. So here we go. 2 ex-employees who anonymously spoke to PC Gamer said they felt it was Kat's long-term mismanagement that put the company in danger of debt to begin with. Oh shit. Oh shit indeed. Another ex-employee said that the CEO was inexperienced as an executive. Oh shit. That's my words. And all 3 ex-employees said that Katz had already been looking for new investors before the controversial live stream. Wow.
Yeah, them is right, Vanilla. He did screw up his own company, and Vanilla says Noah sank this arc. Very true.
Yeah. Absolute. I tell you what, give Vanilla a top-notch comment on that. That
was a good one. That was
a good one, actually. Yeah.
I like it.
Now, don't get praised, Vanilla. I know what your comment's coming up next, so don't overdo it. No. So we've got 2 parts of this from the article.
There's a part from the article, a break that I put in, and then another part from the article. So it's like yeah. Here, actually, yeah. There you go. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So from the article, in speech marks, according to documents filed by Artesian, the company lost over $1.6 million last year. It owes over $450,000 to 2 PC components distributors and holds over $200,000 in credit card debt.
We gotta hydrate from Reese, by the way, on that that comment.
From that comment, yeah.
Thank you, Reese. Thank you. All the love to you, buddy. So glad you're here with us this week.
Definitely. There is also there is also a $1.2 million secured family loan on the books, and it owes accrued paid time off to ex-employees. Although former employees did get their final paychecks, according to those spoken to by PC Gamer. An estimated $1.37 million in deferred revenue from unfulfilled orders is shown in the last balance sheet.
Yeah.
What?
It's a lot.
They
really screwed themselves over in this situation. No wonder they filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, the Artesian Builds Discord server is now stripped down, but a few customers have said they managed to get their money back by requesting chargebacks from their credit card companies. Right, so that's one lot of the article, and now I'm going to talk about the second part of the article. So from the article, an Artesian Builds customer who contacted PC Gamers said that when the company closed last month, they were still waiting on a $4,800 PC they paid for in November. Another customer whose son ordered a $5,100 PC in December was told in February that orders placed in October were still being built.
Yep.
Idiots. Absolute
The link
idiots.
is your reaction, Clumsy. I'll have to check it out. And Vanilla's like, I just noticed that RTK isn't here. Hope they're okay. Yeah, sometimes RTK pops in and pops out. It's all good.
Absolutely. GPU stock has been a problem for companies, but 2 former Altasian workers told PC Gamer, however, another problem was that CATS was selling cryptocurrency mining systems, which further delayed gaming PC orders.
Yes.
The company's bankruptcy notice are being delivered now, and the creditor meeting is scheduled for May 16th, which is 9 days' time.
That's a lot.
Can I just say one thing? Well, a couple of things. They need that definitely. When I read when I kept reading the article, it kept burning fire. Like, what are they doing?
Yeah,
and I'm like,
I know.
Like, this is. I'm not saying this is worse than the Activision Blizzard saga that we always talk about every single time on this podcast in this season. And a bit of last season as well. But this is absolutely diabolical as well.
That's crazy.
But
can you imagine being in debt by that much? I mean, $450,000 to distributors alone, $200,000 in credit card debt, lost over $1.6 million last year. They haven't even paid some of their employees. $1.2 million secured family loan. $1.3 million in deferred revenue. That is insane. Like, what the hell was Noah Katz thinking to I'm gonna be honest with you guys. What the hell was Noah Katz thinking to fuck up this company that bad?
I'm following on from Vanilla's comments. Noah has sang the Ark good and proper with all that money itself. That's shocking. That is absolutely shocking. And why would you have a company like that? That's like, oh yes, here you go. You can have a PC. Yeah, do you want a PC? That's like $6,000, $10,000. You won't get it. You won't get it ever again. We'll pay it. We'll get it. We'll get your money, but you're never gonna get your PC back. But yeah, Artesian Bills.
says Artesian Bills are shit. By the way, they constantly overheat. I mean, I don't know anything about their company, their actual like builds, but yeah, that's some bullshit. Like he really screwed the company over so bad with his mismanagement and selling the cryptocurrency mining parts.
Yeah,
that's insane too.
That's mad, that is.
Yeah, Vanilla. Noah cared more about the networking aspect of a business and not the business itself. Good point. 100% Vanilla. 100% on top of that.
That's, what do you do with that? What do you do with that situation? I feel bad.
I believe they were overpriced, Rogue. 100%. I do.
But I feel bad for the employees, because that's the main aspect, because they've worked their socks out. And then they'd been told, well, I'm sorry to say, but our company is going to be in bankruptcy. You're not going to get your wage. You're not going to get your money or anything like that. If you do, it'll be somewhere else. We do apologise for that. And then it's just like, but imagine like you have a family, like you got kids, and and you try and raise them to like, to build for like the food for the week or the month itself. How would you like? This Noah person is can frick off.
The lack of knowledge about how to run a business really shows in how he managed this business. Really, 100%.
But it's just ridiculous. I'm not sticking up for him at all. I think he just needs to get shot after destroying that art. Well, it's true though. Like. It's like another company.
Yeah.
Now, as I don't know about the Artesian build, so I can't really comment about their work. But from what Rogue, aka Clumsy, said, they constantly overheat and they're not great at all. So, but from that perspective, I think I just hope that this Noah guy will not do another this ever again and just
Hopefully. We can only hope.
We can only hope. Absolutely.
Noah Katz, you have been canceled.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Fish Bash Bosh calls you canceled, man.
Rejected on this. Rejected.
Hashtag cancel Artesian.
Welcome to the new life of the social media of the hashtags. You are goodbye. You are the weakest link. Goodbye on this.
Rogue says he apparently wanted streamers to host his personal channel when they were done streaming as well. Super creepy. Oh my god, that is very creepy. Vanilla goes, at least other companies were telling employees they had openings for job applications. It's not much, but at least people know it isn't the employee's fault. Yeah, it's not. It's the dude's fault. 100%. This falls on his lap. Noah Katz, you have failed this city. 100%.
Yeah, I've absolutely failed completely. Have you got any more from your perspective, Trance, of this article?
No, I just cannot believe that those numbers just like boggle my mind. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like they really do.
Yeah, but how do you like
how? We can sit here and debate all day about how, but the point is the dude drove the business in the ground, okay?
Yeah. It's like how? It's like different types of how.
Watching Arrow. I just finished Legends of Tomorrow, Rogue.
Ooh,
now I'm watching Stargate SG-1 from beginning.
And welcome to the Bish Bash podcast from the PC News articles to Stargate.
Featuring Netflix.
We're not promoting any prospect.
We're not promoted. We are not connected to Netflix, guys. Don't take that as
we're not going to give you any advertisements. No,
we're not connected to them in any way.
Yeah, and plus, if we did, we're not going to give you any vouchers or anything like that at all. So the next, so the next article is an article is from Polygon.com, I believe.
Yep.
Oh shit! Here we go. This is going to be.
It's our old friends, Activision Blizzard.
Yeah.
And it's not good news.
New lawsuit alleges Activision CEO Bobby Kotick used Microsoft sale to escape liability. Oh boy. We got another guy that we're going to be targeting on next during the podcast itself again.
Yeah.
I think he was the number one.
I think he is number one now. Yeah. We're 2 seasons deep. This guy's been on most of our episodes.
Yeah. So the first one, it says reported by Axios.
Yeah, Axios. Yeah.
Axios from New York City is now suing Activision Blizzard. Ironic, isn't it, that we're talking about Activision Blizzard? Yeah, the most recent suit was filed Monday in the court. I don't know if it was the Monday of last week or the week before.
It was this Monday.
Oh, it was this
Monday.
It was
this past Monday, yeah.
Okay.
This is a recent article.
Oh, okay. I thought I'd double check because I don't want
it's recent.
Yeah. So I'll say it again. The most recent suit was filed this Monday gone. In the Court of Chancery in Delaware as part of a complaint to push Activision Blizzard to reveal documents for investigation of possible wrongdoing.
Wow.
You can tell I'm absolutely pleased with this. Fantastic stuff.
I'm so shocked.
Yeah, rolled eyes moments like, yeah.
Not really.
Yeah, poor bastards on that. So the suit is filed by various New York City employee retirement and pension funds which own Activision stock. Right. I'll say this again, guys. There is some segments from the article itself, so we'll go through that. From the article, the group alleges that Activision Blizzard's board, and specifically CEO Bobby Kotick, cost the company value, underselling the game publisher to Microsoft as a means of benefiting itself and escaping potential liability. What a bastard. That doesn't say that on the article, but that's my words.
That's his addition.
Yeah. This, you know, it was all about the extra content or the bonus content. This is part of it now. The suit also alleges that Kotick was aware, in quotes, was aware of numerous creditable allegations of misconduct by the company's senior executives, but did nothing to address them or prevent further offences. Wow. The request is that Activision Blizzard be forced to hand over a variety of documents, including those related to the company's recent acquisition by Microsoft, along with several longer-standing requests about the company's workplace issues and Kotick's knowledge of them.
Yep.
This alleged breach of duty of trust to the shareholders would make him unfit to negotiate the sale of the company to Microsoft.
Yeah. They used a fancy word there. I had to break it down because I had to figure out what that fancy word meant. I was like, we're going to break this down into easier to understand bits because even Trance can't understand that word.
The suit claims Kotick negotiated an unfavorable deal for shareholders, saying the acquisition was designed as an escape plan for himself and the company's directors. So that was the whole one part of the article. This is the second part, unless there's any more that I should know of by now.
No, that section that you just finished from the article ended with those 2 paragraphs. Yeah. And this is another section from the article as well.
Cool. From the second part of the article, the speed with which Kotick moved to not just set an offer ceiling, but to execute an agreement was to be expected. The suit reads, in quotes, not only did the merger officer Kotick and his fellow directors a means to escape liability for their egregious, that's a good word I was about to say,
that's one
breaches,
of them.
Yeah, egregious breaches of fiduciary
duty, which is what that thing means about duty of trust to the shareholders. So.
Okay. But it also offered Kotick the chance to realise substantial non-writable benefits.
Yeah.
That was from this. So that was part of the article itself. The price of the merger is also a point of contention. I need to say concentration. I need to concentrate. In the suit, the price $95 a share is allegedly just a 1.16% premium to Activision's 30-day average stock price before the first lawsuit it faced from California's Department of Fair Employment and Housing. That's a long words. The suit also brings the complaint with Activision's choice to promote the deals being a 45.3% premium. It alleges this price was only true after the company's value was lowered by the many lawsuits brought out by the board's own misconduct in speech marks. Reach for comments. Spokesman for Activision Blizzard told Polygon, in quotes, we disagree with the allegations made in this complaint and look forward to presenting our arguments to the court.
So yeah, that word fiduciary duty, that phrase right there, I had to actually look that up. And I was like, we're breaking this down. I consider myself a very smart person, guys, but I am not a law person. So when I get into a law word, I'm like, no, we're breaking this down.
We're not discussing any law, even though we are talking about law, Mum.
Bish Bash Bosh VDLC, I like it. I like it, Rogue. We need to make it happen. Okay, so we got some comments I'm going to catch up on while we were gone for a while.
That's fine.
I wanted it to be the Polynomicon.com. No, it was not that, Vanilla. Clumsy said got bought by Microsoft. Oh, fuck. Microsoft now owns Activision Blizzard, so they'll turn it over. Hopefully they will be able to turn it over and make this better. But this actual lawsuit is saying that Kotick decided to sell Blizzard to effectively ignore the liability of the previous lawsuits. And did I not mention that when we first talked about this Microsoft acquisition? I did say this does seem like a move for him to get out of this mess. Did I not say that?
I believed you 100%. You did say it. I'm like 100%.
Yeah, I did mention that when we first talked
get
about the
out.
acquisition by Microsoft. We're like, oh, they're trying to save their own asses and sell to Microsoft. He's trying to get out of this issue that's been brought up with the lawsuits up to this point.
Yeah, so yeah, I think you predicted the future. Can you tell me the lottery numbers? Can you tell me the lottery numbers?
I wish I could do the lottery numbers. What are you talking about? Vanilla, does this mean that Trans is defendant attorney of Bish Bash and that Malk is able to prosecute me? No, Trans does not have the mental capacity to be a lawyer, okay? I have the capability of, I guess, redirection and misdirection, but I don't have the mental capacity needed to study law. I'm sorry.
I'm just going to say for Vanilla's case, just dream it, mate. That's all I'm going to say for you. Dream it. Because it's never going to happen at all. Yeah. We do apologize.
Good one, Vanilla. Good one.
We do apologize. We're wondering why we're laughing out of context because Vanilla just said something in the comments that's after the.
This is not as bad as some of the comments that Vanilla could have said. Vanilla said, "I'm a very hostile witness. Treat me roughly."
Yeah, when you said that perfectly. If I said that, it would be absolutely awkwardness.
That's the beauty of being me, Malk. I can get away with saying shit like that.
Well, this is bullshit. I'm not sure, so.
You do get the short straw on this matter. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. I'll get the short straw on that one next time. But from that perspective,
yeah,
you know what I'm gonna say, don't you? You know what
I know what you're gonna say. Let's say it together, Malk. You ready? Activision Blizzard, sort your shit out. We really need to make this bingo card we've been talking about for weeks now and put that on there.
We need to do that actually. But now I don't know whether this deal is going to be active now. Activision. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. It'll be unactive or deactivate, shall we say.
We'll see.
But correct me if I'm wrong. The way it sounded on this article was like, I don't think the deal is going to be on now.
If they win this article, if they win this complaint.
Win this article. They have won this article. They've won this article.
They have won the internet. No, if they win this complaint, then they will make it where Kotick is considered unfit to make this agreement, which means that they will have to have someone else process it in his stead, or the acquisition will fall through.
Oh, okay.
No, it'll still be considered unfit. He'll still be considered unfit to make these decisions. He won't be able to sign off on it.
Sorry, I don't know whether it was just my missing in understanding, because it looked like, because we obviously, I was so delighted when Microsoft said yes, get it confirmed over the deal.
I'm 100% for sticking it to him. I really am. I'm 100% for it. I'm like, go New York City, like 100%. I'm down for this. I mean, stick them with everything that you can stick them with before Microsoft takes over and cleans house. Because Microsoft they will come in and they will say, all right, we're getting rid of these people and we're going to put these people in their place and we're going to fix this shit and we're going to turn it around. Because they're going to not want to have a business that's going to give them a problem. Yeah. No, it's not finalized yet. They're going through the acquisition has been discussed, but the papers haven't been signed off on yet.
Yeah.
But he won't be able to sign off on these papers. Like, it's already, they're planning on taking over, but he'll be considered unfit to sign off on this negotiation if this complaint is won. They're effectively stalling the acquisition by this complaint, or they're trying to. It doesn't mean that they'll stop it completely, but they're trying to stick it to Activision as much as they can. I'll see if it was filed, but Let's see. Cost of company value, underselling the game publisher to Microsoft as a means of benefiting itself and escaping potential liability. They're trying to stick it to Kotick. They really are. And I'm all for it. Because if he knew about what happened in the business and he let it slide, then I want them to stick it to him. Like, I really want them to get him as much as they can. Because if he knew about the shit and he didn't do anything about it, that's on him. He let his company fall through like this.
Well, yeah, because it's
vanilla.
That'll be a different matter on the Bish Bash Bosh podcast. Show with the different situations, trans with vanilla as well.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to see where it said about him being unfit. Because there was a comment about it. I'm looking for it. Okay, acquisition has been processed then. But they're trying to stick it to Kotick. So they're trying to get him for it. They're trying to get him for the problem. Hell yeah, stick it to him. Hell yeah. He let that shit go on in the business, stick it to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm all about it. I'm all for it. I'm like Cohen, New York City. I'm behind you. I'm not a shareholder, but I believe in what you're doing.
But
100%.
But again, it's like I feel bad for all the employees that were used to work.
Employees, okay. The employees won't get the bad end of this.
No, but I mean, like that in all this mess to start with.
Yeah.
But
vanilla.
But what I'm trying to say is, like, I feel bad for the employees to start off with, like, except for the ones that are being idiots, which is that's a different matter as well. But Kotick should, Kotick,
he should be brought to justice for letting his business get as bad as he did. He should be brought, and even the lawsuit said that there are allegations that he knew about what was going on at the company, and he did nothing to stop it. He didn't do anything about it at all, and he just sat back and let it happen. He probably had other things on his mind. Oh, the new game's coming out. Oh, we got to push this PR. We got to do this. We got to do that. But he just let it happen. And I mean, so I'm 100% for getting the man for everything. Everything. Seriously. Yeah, he does sound like his name does sound like a disposable tool. You're 100% right, Vanilla. Yep, sure does.
Well, what do you think that rhymes with tick?
Oh yeah, Rogue, 100%.
What do you think that rhymes with tick?
He was counting his money for sure.
Yeah. What do you think that rhymes with tick?
That's true. That's true.
Was he? Was he that?
Yep,
was he that?
Yep.
Fair enough.
He does. His name even sounds like it for sure.
Yeah.
He was.
I mean, I just hope that Microsoft, as you rightly said, Chance, goes in, clean slates, clean the whole floor, building, wherever. Do a scrub, clean.
They're going to have to, because here I think it's Flea that rhymes with Rick. Tick.
Rhymes with Rick.
Hey, I mean that works too. But I mean no, they're going to have to, honestly. They're going to have to, because the world has eyes on Activision right now. The world has eyes on what is Microsoft going to do with this company? What are they going to do to make this better for the employees, to fix these problems that Activision let fester in this business? And there's been so many lawsuits that everybody's watching them.
Yeah,
So they're
yeah.
going to have to go in and clean house and say, okay, they're not going to want to be seen as weak, for one thing. They're going to want to say, hey, we're here to make things better. We're going to make this business better again. They're going to want to make sure to say, we're going to be the hero. They have like a hero complex. They're going to swoop in and fix everything.
A hero.
So
Is there gonna be a superhero coming in, just like
yes,
Superman?
they have like
here
a big the Microsoft logo on their shirts.
Oh, yeah, they'll be coming in
Hates
flocks.
in the shape of the Windows logo.
Yeah. The flocks come in and then Microsoft, the Xbox logo comes in as the and then they come in and then they sweep everything up. That would be
totally, 100%. That's how it's going to happen. Definitely.
See, this is our minds of craziness. What's going to happen? What could happen? Which will never ever happen in real life. But
bring WoW to Xbox, they might. Vanilla says, "Gonna ask for a trucker named Rick." I like it. That could be a poem. That could be a poem, Vanilla.
Are you going to do the poem now? Trans?
No, I'm not doing the poem now.
You're not going to do it.
It could be. But either
are
way,
you doing a dirty mind again?
No, I'm not being dirty. No. Rick and Tick rhyme. Okay.
Yeah.
See?
And what was you going to do with the rest of the poem? What was you going to do with the rest of the poem?
I don't
know.
I was leaving that to Vanilla.
Yeah, you're leaving it to Vanilla with that.
But yes, I really think that, because Microsoft is going to have to go in and clean house. They're not going to be able to get away with not fixing this, because they're going to have to fix it. Like, everybody's got eyes on the company. They're going to have to fix this. Rogue. Speaking of Blizzard, lots of people are shitting on the new Overwatch 2. Lots of people are saying so little has changed. They should have just released it as an update for Overwatch 1. That is very true, Kel. Ooh. I have seen that a lot of people have complaints about the Overwatch 2.
Yeah.
But I did not cover that because we had 4 very long articles, and we still have the last article we got to get through. So
I'm so
we're going to get
sorry.
that knocked out. That's okay. We're good. We're talking about Kotick, and we're talking about Kotick and how much of a shit show he's turned Activision Blizzard into, and that's okay. I'm okay with this.
Yeah. Yeah, he's an absolute douche. That's the right word to say as well.
I mean, he seems like it.
Well, I
don't know the guy personally, but he seems like it.
Well, we don't know him personally, but we're just reading based on
the
articles.
I have him on speed dial. I'm just going to call him and say, hey, you're a douche, Kotick, just so you know.
Yeah. If you do that, I would pay you $100 for that. Just for that.
I don't know the dude.
No, but if you did, and you did that, I would pay you $100 for that.
If I knew the guy, I would totally do it. 100%.
No.
Bye, Rogue. All the love. Thank you so much for stopping by. We miss you so much. We'd love to have you for this season. So get a hold of Malcolm or myself, and we will be happy to have you back. We would love to have you back. We have return questions. It's going to be awesome.
Yes, absolutely. I need
we need to make that, Malk. That needs to happen.
The problem is we can't do the cartoons to do that, to point at
we need to find someone who can draw something for it.
Yeah. I tell you what, Kel. I will sign that shirt for you. Literally.
If we can make it happen, we will give you a signed shirt.
Yeah.
You sign it, send it to me, I'll sign it, and then I'll send it to Kel. He's in Texas.
Yeah. That'll be a lot easier for me. Well, for you, to be fair.
There we go. See? It works out.
But yeah, I'll tell you what, we'll sort that out for you, Cal, if you've been really good to us. Hey.
We really need to get your shit sorted shirt.
Why didn't we not think about the merch of that?
I don't know. Because we were talking about the fire ass beanie, okay?
Yeah. Well, you did. You're like, oh my god, this beanie.
I was so mind blown by this fucking beanie, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah. So they say, Vanilla. So they say.
That's what Vanilla says.
All right, let's get this last article done so we can carry on with our show and get everything sorted out, so we can get our shit sorted.
Sort our
shit out. I missed you so much, Milk.
I know you did. Challenge accepted. Yes,
Love
absolutely.
it, Kel.
But I'm glad everyone's okay and well. We will do the last article of the segment one. I can't believe it's just over an hour of it. Over an hour of it.
It was
Nearly.
4 long articles. There was going to
Yeah.
be some time involved.
Yeah.
I
So,
was writing these notes. I'm like, I just can't find a short article. What the shit? I couldn't do it.
before we started the stream, I looked at the articles, I thought, shit.
I know, right?
Shit. What's going on here? It's like
It was crazy.
massive.
I was like, holy shit.
Oh shit! I should not have said massive, should I?
I
Shit.
looked at my coworker who was sitting next to me. I said, look at this. I have 3 articles, and look how many pages they are. 3 pages.
You're looking at the wrong. You're looking at the wrong.
No,
direction.
when I was sitting at work, my coworker was sitting next to me.
Oh, I thought you were just doing the what I made a mistake on.
No, I am not vanilla. Not complaining, but I am not. Just saying. Just saying.
I love how you said not complaining, but I will accept on that. I love how you said try not to accept, but I will accept. So, last article of the segment one. And this article's come from GameRant.com. Ironically, we have been ranting for the last 2 articles. I will not be surprised that saw the shit out moment of article number 4. Bethesda Steam migration causes some players to lose DLC. Wow.
And more.
And more. I know you put more, but I didn't want to.
That's what the article says.
Yeah.
It says Bethesda Steam migration causes some players to lose DLC more. That's what.
Yeah,
that's how
more.
That's how it reads when you read it.
If
I'm not even kidding.
If you put and more, I would have mentioned that. Bethesda, now fully owned by Microsoft, is losing its Bethesda launcher for games. Players are being allowed to migrate their games to Steam, but the process is not going smoothly for some. Oh shit, indeed, should we say?
Mm-hmm.
So. This paragraph, I believe, is from the article itself. From the article, in speech marks. Oh, I can't stop burping. Users are having a range of issues converting their Bethesda launcher purchases to Steam, unfortunately. Most of the issues have to do with converting games that have multiple versions available or specific DLC. And microtransactions that don't convert simply. But the largest issue appears to be a complete inability to connect to Bethesda's. I can't say the word. I keep saying repeating it twice. Bethesda's launcher to Steam in order to transfer games in the first place.
Yeah.
So the error that they're getting is called account linking failed. Please retry or contact customer support for assistance. Some players have found the issues that they have a different Bethesda launch account already connected to their Steam account. But to fix it, they're having to figure out the account details of the second Bethesda launcher account, log in, disconnect it from the Steam account, and then connect to their main Bethesda launcher account instead.
Yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot.
I'm going to say this. What a cock up on this. Before I'm saying this, in my terminology, it just means just really stupidity. Just sort it out before vanilla comments anymore.
They cooked it up.
Yeah, 100%. Some games with multiple versions are not showing up as well, such as Fallout 76 users who did the free trial then switched to the full game. These players are only seeing the free trial in their Steam libraries. So Doom internal players are seeing a variety of issues, such as incorrect additions, DLC not transferring, and the game not transferring at all. ESO.
Elder Scrolls Online. ESO.
Oh, okay. Elder Scrolls. So sorry. It just says ESO, so I wasn't sure.
I was just telling you what it meant.
Okay. So ESO, Elder
Scrolls Online.
Thanks. I should know that by now. Elder Scrolls Online players. Thank you. Elder Scrolls online players are not seeing expansion purchases convert. There are also regional issues where some games are not available on Steam, but were on the launcher, such as Quake 3 Arena in Germany. Bethesda has been active on social media, trying to respond to issues with requests for further information or direction towards solutions where available. The Bethesda launcher goes offline on May the 11th, so 4 days from now from this podcast, but users will be able to continue transferring content after that date. No final date has been confirmed as of yet.
Yes. So that's a good thing that they haven't given final dates, that people know they have time to try and fix this issue. But yeah, then and no, not cop up, not cop. I was saying cuck up. They cucked it up. Straight up.
I love how Vanilla's trying to twist the words.
I know exactly what Vanilla's trying to do.
He's good. He's really good. Sure, sir.
Yes.
But from that perspective, though, I think that's just a bit, how should I put this?
At least Bethesda is trying to fix it. At least they're
Okay.
on social media saying, "Hey, okay, what issue are you having? Give us more information. Okay, here's a possible resolution for you, or here's a direction as to where you can go to try and get this resolution." So I give them credit that they're like, okay, we're trying to get rid of the launcher. That's what Microsoft wants us to do. Fine, great, whatever. But not, you should be an attorney, not an English major. You should, Vanilla, 100%.
Too right.
But they're like, okay, Microsoft wants us to get rid of this launcher. So they're trying to do it the best way they can. But if Steam and Microsoft and the Bethesda launcher aren't cooperating with each other like they're supposed to be, then I can understand where there's issues. And at least I give Bethesda so much credit for everything that they're doing right now with Starfield, and they're still trying to help their launcher people. Hey, this is the issue. Well, let's see what we can do to fix it for you, or see if we can get you a resolution or direct you towards a resolution. And I give them credit for that so much, because like a lot of companies would fix the problem, but they don't have to be as active on social media trying to fix it. And where people say, hey, because they can get the instant reaction and say, hey, we're having issues with this launcher issue. Can you, what do we do? And Bethesda can get back to them right away and say, okay, well, as soon as you can, try this item or whatever. And I give mad respect to that. Because they don't have to get back as quickly as they have, or they don't have to be as active on social media trying to help as they are. They could say, oh, contact customer support. But they're not. They're trying to help them then and there at that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Vanilla. Vanilla said, I'm personally baffled. It sounds like things are rushed on the transferring process, like they gave a team a short deadline. And that might actually be coming from Microsoft. That might have been Microsoft's problem. They might have said, hey, we're going to merge everything over to Steam. Can you make this happen? And Bethesda's like, yeah, we got this. We'll make the launcher. It'll be seamless, no problem. But you never know what's going to happen when you're trying to do something, and until you actually try and do it. And then when problems pop up, that's usually how it works out. But like I said, mad respect to Bethesda for trying to be on top of the problems and being on social media and responding to the people who are having these issues. Mad respect to them for that.
Yeah. I mean, at least they're sorting that shit out.
They give a shit. That's the thing. Yeah. They give a shit about it,
But
we're having this problem. I'm sorry you're having this problem. We give a shit. Let us help you.
Yeah. But, I mean, with Bethesda, I know they had problems with the Fallout games as well. I know they're still buggy and they've not done much on the fixes itself. But at least in the social media side of like transferring stuff, at least they were being honest and say, look, we're sorry about this. We'll sort it out for you. Don't kick off. We're trying our hardest to make it. And it's on, like, how would you feel if you had like Elder Scrolls, online? Imagine if you had a long process and you had all the DLCs, everything transferred, and then you lost everything in one go. Like,
and the crazy thing about it is they probably thought it would be a lot more seamless than it actually is going through, because the games are there. The games are available to get from Steam. And so they probably like, okay, there shouldn't be a problem, hitting this, getting this change taken care of because the games are here.
Yeah.
So you should be able to easily migrate into Steam. But it could be a port issue. It could be a lot of issues coming from the servers and not wanting to talk to each other or whatever. But they probably thought it would be a lot smoother than it actually is. I don't hold Bethesda accountable for this problem. They probably thought, oh yeah, the games are there, no problem. Easy transfer over to migrating to Steam, done, easy peasy. They probably thought it would be a lot smoother than it actually is going, because like I said, again, you never know what's going to come up until something comes up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you never know till it comes up.
Vanilla.
Yeah, I read that comment from Vanilla as well. So, but yeah,
good point, though. They are taking a lot of control over a lot of things. That's for sure.
But I mean, from that perspective, you are right though, Chance, because it's like you feel bad about. It could be the port, it could be anything, could be the transfer, it could be anything that they've tried to do, trying to convert it into Steam, how to do it, and such. It is very. I mean, from that perspective, I bet it's a lot difficult than what they originally thought it would be, and stuff. But you might be right. They might have been given a deadline time behind the scenes that no one knows, and then they were just rushed to get everyone converted to like Steam, and then that happened. So it's all a matter of like what ifs and all the other stuff as well. So it is understandable.
And I don't think it's anything that they could actually like fix without someone going in there and fixing the servers talking to each other. Or something to that effect. And that's not really on them. That's on their hardware talking to Steam's hardware, which means it would be their IT checking their hardware along with Steam's IT checking their hardware. So I mean, I don't think that there's much they can do. So if there is an issue with the transfer or the conversion or whatever, all they can do is damage control because they don't know how it's going to work because, like I said, the games are there. Like, oh, this should be a smooth transition, no big deal. The games are there. It should be an easy migration, and it wound up being harder than it actually was. So
yeah, absolutely. To be fair, but yeah, just have to wait and see how everything goes as well. But bloody hell, Vanilla.
That's actually a pretty nice comment, though. I kind of like it. That's really good.
Yeah,
I like it. That was awesome, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was an hour and 20 minutes. Well, an hour and 10.
I know.
That's insane.
I told you, I tried really hard to keep those articles short, and it did not happen. There was and I was looking at my coworker. I'm like, look at this, and he's reading the notes, and I'm like, I can't shorten this anymore. This is the most I can do.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in, and like with those articles, it's going to be so much that we've missed out on like the last few weeks as well. So
that happens whenever we're gone for a week or two, guys. And we always get a backup
or
of
3 or months.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she says as well. So here we go. Segment 2, which is the main discussion topic. We've just done the PC console news. Segment 2, obviously, we're going to talk about the main discussion topic, which the lovely Trance will be able to do.
I really think it should be on a t-shirt. That should be on like t-shirt hell or something, for real. Your hardware needs permission to access my software. That needs to be a shirt. You should make it. You should make it vanilla and then get it because it would be so perfect.
I'll tell you what, Vanilla. I will put that on our merch for you just for a laugh, and he will buy it himself. I'm not signing it. He'll buy it himself. It'll be our logo at the back. And
I love it. That's great. Yeah. That's actually really cool. Or a bumper sticker. It could be a bumper sticker.
No, get him a mouse mat. Get him a mouse mat.
A mouse pad. That's what it needs
Mouse
to be.
pad.
Exactly, 100%.
Yeah. Your hardware needs permission to access the software as well. So
Anyway, back to the discussion topic at hand, because he was handing it over to me for segment 2. So
yeah,
we'll go ahead and take care of this. So segment 2 is our main discussion, guys. This week we're going to have an interesting discussion. We'll see how it goes and how it trails and what you guys have input on as well. The week of the 30th, when I was sick, I found this article, and it was kind of cool. I kind of thought it was really interesting. We're going to talk about ambience and immersion in video games. And the reference article we're going to come to is Why Remedy Entertainment's World Building is the Best in the Gaming Industry from CBR.com. That's our reference point. And the reason why we're going to talk about this is because they had an article where they were talking about all the really cool things that Remedy has done with their games and why they've made such major progresses in their world building, and how that's helped the immersion of the games and the ambiance for the games in general. And they were talking about the different reasons why they feel like Remedy's world building is the best in the industry. And it made me think about games that I've played, because I'm a big open world person and I'm really big on immersion, especially when I'm doing RP or whatever. And it made me think to myself, what type of games can I think of that have really good ambiance and immersion? And I thought it'd be a really good discussion for us to open up about. So we're going to talk about this. We don't have to hit these points of interest, but the points of interest I was thinking, like things like immersion. What kind of things do we like about immersion? What are immersion things that we like? How about that? And some of our most memorable ones, and how did it help with the building of the world? And any companies that we feel aren't hitting the mark on world building and immersion. So it was kind of a really cool concept. And I thought to myself, we could have a nice discussion about this. So Malk, I will open up the floor to you. So take it away, my friend.
Oh, okay. Right. So
Thorn Crystal, subscribe. Sorry, I had to interrupt. 47 months in a row. Heck yes.
Crystal.
Thank you so much, Thorn Crystal. All the love to you, buddy.
No way.
Thank you. I am so happy for that news you told me, by the way. I'm sorry I didn't get to it sooner. Like I said, I had just gotten over COVID, and I'm getting over COVID. I'm feeling better, but we talked about that in messages on Facebook. But yeah, absolutely, buddy. I'm so glad you're here. All the love to you, man. And if you have input on immersion and world building, feel free to add it as well. But go ahead, Milk. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I think you've done a grand old job of like building up to how to, build up to it as well. But yeah, I mean, I'm just reading parts of the article back in the day itself, and and I think personally, I don't know. I think it just depends on the different aspects of different characters. Different characters of different people that are contribute to all of this and stuff as well. So I don't know. I think the way it looks, probably the way it looks at the moment. I mean, I don't know.
Well, what are some Grounded is one of those games that's gotten me a few times. Nice, Thorn. Definitely tell us more about that. What are some aspects of like I know you play mostly the retro games, Malcolm. That's all well and good. But if there's like an RPG or like an ambient game that you've played that really kind of hit the mark on immersion and getting you into the storyline and really getting you into the game and the world building and how they built the world to help with that, what are some of those type of things that you could think of that would come to mind?
I don't know why, but I thought of BioShock.
BioShock, nice.
I don't know why.
That's a really popular one, yeah.
I don't know why BioShock, but I thought the way the much detailed open world and underworld, water, and like the city itself, it's insane. I think.
And the ambiance also goes into like the NPCs and how you interact with them, and like the things that you find in the world, like the books or the little side notes or whatever, little journal notifications that help guide the narrative and add
Yeah,
to the game as well. I mean, I think Fallout does a very good job of that. I think Fallout does an amazing job of putting these little Easter eggs for you to find, and
yeah,
say,
yeah,
and you get all these little like journal articles or little notes from something that happened in the past by a person. It's difficult to explain it. Something you had to pay. That's fine. Bioshock. Yes. Bioshock, the game.
I did say Bioshock. I did say Bioshock.
You did say Bioshock, yeah.
Oh,
And like, and they're talking about how they really focus on the detail in all of their games, and that is kind of what I'm talking about too. Max Payne and Max Payne 2 are the
yeah, yeah,
references they're talking about for this, and Alan Wake, which recently just won an award from the gaming, which we covered in one of our shows. But
yeah, yeah,
yeah, I really think that, that I feel like those little things that you find, like, so you're in, like, say you're in Fallout, for example,
yeah, yeah,
and you got this strewn like area that you're exploring, and you see a little light up where you can check out this note here, and it's just a strewn piece of paper, but you pick it up and it gives you aspect on the story, or it builds the world by giving you a journal entry from somebody who lived before the fallout, or it's a ripped piece of paper that has like someone's journal, that where it makes an effect where it says you're only getting this portion, and it's something like the page is ripped, all you can see is, and you see these little things that somebody would
yeah,
have
yeah.
written. That those type of things for me really really like make a game. Like they really do.
I love it how they do the stuff like the notes and like
Mhm.
and how they've done it and stuff. But I'm trying to think of the other games that do that as well. Um, I mean, I love Bioshock. I love how they did the
Mhm.
Bioshock series. I'm trying to think of other open world type stuff that everyone has done. I know that everyone's just screaming at me trying to think of others, but trying to think from the top of my head, what other games? I mean,
Oh,
like
I'll let you go
like
ahead
Grand.
and talk about that. Thorn Crystal says Stranded Deep is also really good, and so is Valheim. They're both very good about this. I have a very important call I have to take. I will answer this real quick. I'm going to go dark, and Malk, you can continue talking about what you're talking about with the games, okay? If you
Okay,
think of any specific examples in Bioshock, I will answer this call real quick. All right?
yeah, yeah, that's fine.
I have that, guys.
No worries. So while trans just going off for a little bit as well, just sort of self out. Basically, what I was thought of with the article itself. I mean, I love the Bioshock series. I thought there might have been, yeah, they like Elder Scroll series. Yeah, they did like recent ones as well. Yeah, so Strand Deep. I mean, to be fair though, I've played. I mean, I remember I played a bit of the Elder Scrolls, um, in VR for a bit. It mind blown when you look at it from that perspective itself. But there's like loads that you could think of that you could do, like the quests and all the other stuff as well. Um, yeah, nope, no, thank you. Yeah, I mean the VR. I think that's what you mean by the VR side of stuff, anyway. But I tried it once and I didn't like the VR version of it. Yeah, my brain wouldn't live. Yeah, I know what you mean, Crystal. I know.
I'm back.
So it's nothing.
Sorry. I had to
Uh,
answer that call. It was my dad.
yeah, that's fine. I was just mentioning about, well, Crystal was mentioning about the Elder Scrolls. I was just mentioning about the VR
Yes.
version. I was just mentioning about the VR version of it for a bit when I played it once, and I never played it again after that. But I mean, I was just trying to think of other open world I don't know why, but I thought
It doesn't have to
Destiny.
necessarily be open world. I mean, it could
I
be
thought,
a linear game that just like really struck you because you had all these really cool effects that you could find or Easter eggs you could find that really kind of helped build the story or what happened in the game in your mind. I mean, Outriders had that stuff too. Outriders had some really cool little things that you could find, little journal pieces and stuff that
yeah,
talked about what happened before the Outriders came and then like how it was then but they didn't have as many as some games do but yeah.
I I love. I mean, don't get me wrong. I got intrigued by. Do you know like the Mandalorian? Sorry, the Manamedian. You know the horror game. Like
Oh,
how they did the Until Dawn. You know the Until
oh
Dawn.
yeah, 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 yeah.
It feels like you're watching a movie, but then you're interacting at the same time with like
Nice.
different aspects, and then you have to make a decision as
Hmm.
well, like Heavy Rain type stuff, and
Hmm.
Heavy Rain as well. I know Heavy Rain had which I first thought was the best game that they've ever done with the decision making, like and
Yeah,
turn it into a movie type
yeah.
scenario itself. Another one was, do you remember LA Noir as well?
LA Noir, yeah, that one had some really good stuff.
I
Yeah.
ha- it was freaked me out when they did the actual the mouths, like proper realistic of the mouths itself.
Nice.
Everyone got gobsmacked. Oh yeah, Last of Us 2 as
Last of
well.
Us 2. Thor and Crystal says Deus Ex. Yeah, I know you
Yeah.
loved that game. That was an awesome game. And Thor and Crystal is 100% right. He does have a hard time tearing himself away from other worlds. I know this for sure. I know this for a fact.
Do you
But
remember?
yeah, Last of Us 2, yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about the ambiance and the world building in Last of Us 2 and how they help with the narrative by the things that you find out of in the game or whatever. And yeah, Deus Ex 2, I remember you playing Thorn and that was really really cool. That was really nice. That was a really good like even the way that the world was made around you, like the way that you would look at things and how you would see in first person or in third
Yeah, yeah,
person.
yeah.
Deus Ex had some really great little things that helped build the world in your head. Like there were
Oh,
conversations going on with NPCs that you would hear
yeah,
and you would walk by and they'd have their own little discussion. And you'd hear bits and pieces about something that they're going through or whatever in their world that actually makes it more real for you. I haven't seen the newer one, but I'll have to check it out.
I haven't. To be fair, I would like to see that. To be fair, but
Deus Ex, yeah.
another one that I remember, and I think it's just gone my head now. Oh God, my head. Old age
It'll come
kicking
back
in.
to you.
Yeah,
It'll
old
come
age
back to
kicking
you.
in. There was Just Cause. Do you remember Just
Hmm.
Cause?
Yeah, I
Where you
remember
had
Just Cause.
they had the all open world itself, and you had like the
Hmm.
different side missions and all. And I love the tech, like the layout of how everything was. To be fair, do you
Hmm.
remember that was it? Do you remember the Division? Do you remember the
I did not
Division?
play the Division, and I didn't see the things for the Division.
So I quite like the first Division. I haven't played the second, even though I had it. I never played the second. Um, the first one I absolutely enjoyed, and it was like a rundown New York, and you have to battle out against other
Nice.
people online as well to get the gear. It was like trust or do not trust. Who do you
Yeah.
believe and stuff as well. So it's just a
Cool.
matter of seeds as well. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's loads. I mean, we could talk about it for decades, but we haven't
And
got
then
time
there's
for that.
also games that may try to immerse you in the game or try to build the world but fall short. So if there's any of those games you guys as the viewers can think of off the top of your head, or if there's any that you can think of, Malk. A
Um,
Swiss company connected to Sony just bought the rights to Deus Ex. Cool, Thorn. That's awesome. Deus Ex, I would augment myself willingly, Kel says. I love it.
Trying to think
But
of
I
some
mean, I
more.
really feel like those type of things really, like, I mean, when you play a game, especially if you're playing an RPG, like a role play, like you are this character going through this existence, and the storyline is happening to you. I feel like these type of things are necessary for you to
Yeah,
have a successful game, because if you don't have the immersion or you don't have the ambiance that helps to really build, the world as you see it as this character, or to make this world real to you as a player, because I mean, I can't think of as many that haven't missed the mark, but I can think of a lot that I've played that I've loved, because I've gotten so
yeah.
deep and involved in the game. I'd spend hours and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I am so invested. What is going to happen? What the fuck? I can't leave right now. I can't sleep. This has to happen. What happened? But I mean,
Oh
I can think
no.
of a lot of games like that. Outriders, I was constantly playing it because I was like, okay, what's happening next? What's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? And finding those little notes and stuff really kind of made it real for me.
The best one, and Vanilla said it as well perfectly. Portal.
Portal had some great stuff. I loved it. I love how far the creators went to make that world what it was, to the point of even coming up with their own song.
Yeah, yeah. That was class. Chris,
Good point. Good point, Crystal. Good point.
go on. Who's going to say?
Bill Crystal says building immersion is akin to telling a joke. If it's forced, you're not going to get the results you want. 100%, 100%. And it really makes, like, you play the game to go through a story. You play the game to learn about this world and go through a story. That's why people play games, especially those type of games, the action role play games. They do it to be the character and go through the story like they do. If you play a game where they don't hit the mark on immersing you into this game, where you are actually invested in what's going to happen in this character's life and in their world, then the game is not going to be fun for you, because you're not going to get what you want out of it. You're not going to get that immersion and that, really being a part of what's happening in that world. We talked about Assassin's Creed, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Assassin's Creed, the first couple of ones were so good at, being that person, and they would put you on those stealth missions where you
yeah.
had to be not noticed, and it really kind of made the Assassin's Creed, concept real. Like, you had to stealth and pass this mission, and if you didn't, you die.
That's true. That's true.
So you play those type of games for that kind of storyline, and to have a story that really ropes you in and kind of says, oh, this is our world, come inside, learn about what's going on here. It's a lot like watching a movie. It's a lot like watching a movie. If the movie is not good, if the movie does not immerse you in the world, does not make it real for you, in cinema we call it, oh shit, I know this. In the film industry, we call it, the oh, shit. I can't think of the word. I can't think of the words.
It's
Oh, my tongue. I know what it's called. Ugh.
it's it's
It's
it's called the oh shit moments from Trance.
No. In film, we call it, the suspension of disbelief. Suspension of disbelief. If your disbelief is not suspended that this actually is happening in this story or in this movie. Yeah, that's what it is, Vanilla, 100%. Suspension of disbelief. If you do not suspend that disbelief, I know, right? That's what I was saying. I know this. If your disbelief is not suspended, if this movie or this game doesn't make it real for you, then you're not going to enjoy it. You're going to be like, this is dumb. This is stupid. I can't get into this. I cannot be invested about these characters. It's why Lord of the Rings is such an amazing series, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Because it suspends disbelief and makes you really invested in what happens with everybody that happens in that storyline. It's why my favorite book series ever is amazing, because it suspends disbelief. So yeah, I mean, totally. I mean, that's what a game does. That's what those type of games are made for.
It's
Go ahead,
the
Mel.
oh, okay, thank you. What I was going to say was it's more to do with you're playing the game. As I said to you earlier, we played the game to enjoy the story mode and enjoy the concept of what to expect back and stuff, but
Yeah.
and delve like that depth inside of the game itself. Like when I loved Heavy Rain and loved like Beyond Two Souls, and then they did Beyond Detroit, Beyond
Hmm.
Human, I think it is. That those stories just brought like the action packed
Yeah.
like moments that you're watching the film, and that's what you need as
Yeah.
well, and that's what it needs to do as well, and that's what it needs to be. It's like you're paying for the game, but you dug in, and you dig into that game so
Yeah.
much, and then all that, as you said, it's more to do with the enjoyable and the aspects of oh, imagine
Making
if it
that
was
world real for you, 100%, making that world real. You know, a
yeah.
real life is going to have notes scattered about. You're going to have things that get lost. You're going to have things that you're going to find in real life. That's what happens, you know. Somebody loses
Mhm.
a piece of paper, it flies out a window. You're going to find it eventually. And that is what real life is about, and that helps to make the world. We got a lot of comments. I want to try and catch up on these guys. And yes, y'all were talking 100% suspension of disbelief is what it was called. Kel did say even games that are meant to be funny or just silly in general can still draw you in. Borderlands 2 had me laughing so hard through most of it, but still managed to make me cry towards the end of it, even in Borderlands 3 with what happens to Maya. Yeah, it's a good point. And Undertale is a good example as well, Vanilla says. And you didn't need
Oh,
amazing graphics either. 100%. It's not about the graphics. It's about how they make that world real for you.
I tell you what, I can't believe I didn't say this.
Hmm.
Uncharted
Uncharted?
series, yeah,
Nice. I know
that.
you love that game.
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't say it at the start. It's just because I was thinking of like the aspects of like the decision making as
Hmm.
well. That's what
That's
draws me
okay.
in. But Uncharted, have you played Uncharted back in the day, Trans? Have you played Uncharted back in the day?
I have not played Uncharted, but I know of Uncharted.
Oh no, you need
It's
to play it.
okay. It's
You need.
okay. I know of it. It's all right. I know
Oh,
what it's about.
oh, you need to play it. You
Vanilla's
need
like,
to.
please don't get me thirsting over Uncharted again.
Uh, well, just for
Doran
you.
says Graveyard Keeper is also similar to what Kel is talking about. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Uncharted. I love the story mode, how they've done it, and the fourth one that they did for the PlayStation 4 exclusive,
Yeah.
the open world. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's a scene where you're in a jeep and you have to
Mm-hmm.
catch like this, try and save someone or try and get this baddie and stuff, and
Yeah.
you're jumping off a jeep onto the hook, onto the river, holding on for dear life, trying to avoid hitting the barriers and stuff. And
Nice.
it's one of those iconic movie action packed thrillers, and it's just that's how I love. I mean,
Yeah.
and it's just the decision making as well, and it's just absolutely insane. To be fair,
Having to make the decisions does make the game real because you have to get inside the mind of that character and answer the questions how you feel would be best to answer them. It's one
hmm
of the things I loved about Final Fantasy VIII. When you played Squall and you had opportunities to respond in different ways, the characters would react to you differently depending on how you responded. Even like I mean, honestly, we could even throw in like the dating games, like that, the dating sim games. You know, I'm talking about the little dating sim, the little Japanese dating sim games that you can do. I mean, you had to make decisions, and the characters react to you differently according to the decisions that you make. It's also an aspect of why Stardew Valley is the way it is, because everybody has their own life, and yeah, it's an 8-bit. It's not graphically fantastic or anything, but the characters have their own worlds. They have their own life. They interact with each other. They have a schedule that they keep. So on that level, that kind of brings you into what they do every day. And sometimes you'll come across little conversations that they'll have with each other, and they'll react to you differently depending on the gifts you give them or how you talk to them and all that stuff. So I mean, it kind of has that too. So old Tomb Raider is greater than new Tomb Raider. I need to play Days Gone. I haven't played it. I mean, I think Daddy Senpai wants me to play that one. I think he mentioned it to me.
Sorted out. Sorted out, Trent. But yeah, I mean, I think it's just a great aspect of gaming with the open world and like to explore that you did not expect to explore.
And like I said, even if it's not open world, if as long as the narrative is driven by the things you find in the world and the way that you interact with the NPCs and with the world, even if you don't have an opportunity to explore the whole world, I mean, as long as you have these things that make that world real for you and that story real for you, and you're like, you get invested in what your character is going through and what's going on with your character, as long as that's there, I mean, that's all that really immersion is getting invested in the storyline and immersing yourself in what's going on in this game.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
and it doesn't, we were talking 100%, like it doesn't even have to do with graphics, like it doesn't have to be a graphically fancy game. This game I keep telling you guys that I would love to see remade on the PlayStation, do you guys remember what that was?
Dragoon.
Legend of Dragoon.
See,
I'm serious. You need to look this game up. Like, if you have not ever heard of Legend of Dragoon, you need to look this game up because it had a very similar concept. Well, not concept. It had a similar play style and feel to Final Fantasy, but it was its own story. It wasn't like a Final Fantasy wannabe. But Legend of Dragoon got you invested in what was going on with your character while they're exploring these dragon crystals and everything that they got going on with them. And it is a really, really good game. And it's a massive fandom. Like, I played it and I fucking loved it. And I am a Final Fantasy fanatic, but I loved Legend of Dragoon. And I really think they should totally redo that game. I will say that till I die until it happens. I'll be 70 something years old and I will be saying, Legends of Dragoon remake. Yes, I've waited my whole life for this.
And then the walking stick comes in. I've been waiting.
Come on, PlayStation.
We'll be all in the home and be like, yeah, there's a PlayStation. There's some consoles there. That's the
PlayStation 10, PlayStation 20.
Oh, I don't think we'll get to 20.
It won't be at 20 by then, though. I don't think it will. We might be lucky to reach 10.
I was going to say we might be dead lucky to reach 10. Actually, the way, I reckon PlayStation 8. I reckon we'll be
maybe. Okay, guys, mark this on the calendar. I said 70 something years old, 76 years old. Give me 40 years and we'll see where we are on the PlayStation series, okay?
Absolutely.
And then you guys can say, Trent said this 40 years ago.
on the 7th
while
of
we're
May,
all riding around on our hover bikes.
Yeah. And they won't get invented until
they won't get invented. They won't be invented until we're dead.
Yeah, gutted with that. 2062 as the year.
2062, 40 years. Let's see where we go between now and then in technology in 2062.
Absolutely. Are you okay with everything with the topic?
Yeah, I think it was a great topic. We had a lot of interaction. You guys had a lot of things to talk about here in the viewers. That was awesome, guys. I'm all about it. All the love to you guys, by the way. Love you guys. Y'all are amazing. Malk had some good points. You'll have a cyborg lover? I'm down for it.
Look, it's vanilla. You know this by now.
Hey, I'm all for it. Go for it.
So what?
Build it now. Start building it now. So it's good in 40 years. So it's perfected in 40 years. Do your prototype now.
I am speechless. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, hey.
But the way you said it, it was like you demanded to get it sorted, like sort their shit out moments.
I
as
would
well.
love to live to see the day where we have cyborg love dolls. Just saying. I don't know why, but I just think
I want to know why.
that needs to happen.
I want to know why, from your perspective as well.
I don't even mean it's like a nasty way. Like in my mind, I'm like the technology that would be required to reach that level of AI. Shit.
No, not in a nasty way. I was just like, whoa, trans with this cyborg
Androids,
Tinder.
yes, vanilla. Cyborg
Cyborg
Tinder,
Tinder.
100%. 100%.
Oh, it's just the same machine. It's true though.
I mean, I'm just saying that like the level that we need to reach technologically to make it a realistic cyborg love doll, and the level we need of AI to make it realistic. That's just like that's amazing. That would be epic just to see that happen, just for those reasons.
You do know this is going to be called the Cyborg Love Doll episode.
I thought this was the We're Back episode.
We're back. Yeah.
We're back with cyborg love dolls, guys.
Okay, I'm not putting that on because I think we'll probably get dropped after that. I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah. Yeah. We got trans.
It would definitely be a clickbait moment. What the shit are they talking about?
Yeah.
Kel, I did not say I wanted one, Kel.
Thank you, Kel. Thank you.
I said I would love to see the point where we reach the technology for that to happen.
So you do want a love bot?
I don't want one. I just want to see the technology be available.
But technically, you said and quoted that would be epic. So technically, you would.
The knowledge, the technology that we would need to reach.
Yeah.
Thorn, back me up on this. You understand where I'm coming from. The robotics involved to make something realistic, cyborg love doll, would be astronomical, and I would be all about seeing that level of technology happen.
I'm agreeing with Cal. I think you just want a love bot.
I don't want one. I just want to see it happen.
the love bot episode.
Tyson Pike comes in at a very weird moment in this conversation.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I want one personally. I just think the technology.
Yeah.
I think the technology, the hardware, the software that we would need, the AI level we would need to make it realistic. I think that would be I would love to see that those two things come together and make it happen.
You're digging a hole.
I'm just saying.
You're digging a hole. I noticed this. You're digging a hole as well.
I'm not. No.
You are. No.
I have mad respect for the robotics industry. Mad respect. And I would love to see that happen for that level. Shut up, Thor.
See? I think you're not going to get away with this now, Chance.
I'm just saying. I would like to see a news card saying the first realistic cyborg love bot has been created. I want to see that news card. That means that we have reached a level of technology that is amazing. It's not because I worked at the adult store or any of that stuff. It's because I want to see that technology come to fruition. That's all.
Cal, I do agree. Where did this podcast go from? Computer games to love bots? Nowhere. Absolutely.
Vanilla, come on. You guys understand. No, that's not the same thing, Dice Senpai. That is not the same thing. I'm talking about realistic feel, realistic actions, realistic interaction, the AI to make it become a cyborg love bot. I'm serious. Guys, do you guys not think that level of technology would be epic? No, not that's like controlled by Bluetooth. No. Like a real life size, realistic thinking, talking, interacting love bot. That would be amazing. I don't want it. I just want to see it happen.
Right. That's pretty much what I said.
It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing, Dave Senpai. Okay. Let's back this. Let's back this. Okay, let's go back. Let's backtrack here just a minute. So we're not. Let's not even go to that level of cyborg love bot. Okay, whatever.
No.
No, I don't want it. Okay, let's just say that. What if there was a time that we reached a level of technology where we had realistic cyborgs, androids, okay, that reacted to our interactions and could learn off of us as like a companion. Like, say you get a cyborg friend or whatever. It doesn't have to be romantic. Just if you have that type of technology and they realistically think and focus on what we're saying and learn from us and interact with us like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It doesn't even have to be a sex bot. No, I'm not even going there. I'm just saying. Think about it. I do not. I'm serious. I just think that it would be cool for us to reach that level of technology. Like our AIs, okay, we are making leaps and bounds. You guys are taking this the wrong way. I'm so sorry I even went down this path. I didn't even mean it like y'all think I was.
You're not sorry at all. You loved every single bit.
If we got to this point, okay, if we got to the point where our AI was so finely tuned that it could learn from us, react with us realistically, and actually interact with us realistically, and be affordable, first off, and definitely be affordable, and give us a chance to interact with a learning, thinking android. See what I'm saying? It doesn't even have to be on that level. Just like if you could actually have that, that would be so cool.
But would that be okay? Serious matter now. For 1 minute. Serious matter for 1 minute. It was all. Yeah, I do agree with that. From that perspective.
I'm not going to this down.
Yeah, you're not. Big fudge type stuff as well.
Shut up. Do not add this into that conversation.
What? What from the I've lost what I was about to say now because I can't stop laughing. Right.
Just think about that level, the level of technology to reach that. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. But isn't that going to be scary though? When they could be the same as us, or even more powerful than us, shall we say, and like with all the technology they could do. Like you've seen iRobot, haven't you? The film.
I have seen iRobot, yes.
So technology like that, the robots could overtake, like, yeah.
Only if you're afraid of a robot takeover.
But okay, so what happens if that robot was not malfunctioned or anything like that? Just turned to the dark side. How would you feel about that? In a sense,
if a robot, if we got to a level of AI, and I sound like a mad scientist here when I'm talking about this, I really do. If we got to a level of technology and AI where the robot could make a conscious decision to be evil, first off, that would be, like, scientifically speaking, that would be mind-blowing, first off. Secondly, it would be like having a person, because people make a decision to be evil all the time. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, but they'll be more powerful than you, wouldn't they?
Depends. It depends. I mean, if they're made to be more powerful, then yeah. I mean, it all depends on the function of the actual robot, is my thing.
Okay, so the functionality and everything like that, and the robot itself. Imagine they were tougher, stronger, and mental. Obviously, their intelligence is way better than us. Then, would you feel scared?
If they made a conscious decision to be evil, then yes, I guess so. But even people to the level of, if we really want to go there, okay, people, pets, just everybody, kids, anybody on that spectrum of intelligent species, we are all products of what we go through. Think about it. If you had a robot, think about like a Tamagotchi, okay? When you had a Tamagotchi, okay, you could either take care of the Tamagotchi or ignore the Tamagotchi. If you ignore the Tamagotchi, it got mad at you and it wouldn't have nothing to do with you and it would turn into something mean, right? If you took care of it, it would be sweet, pretty, kind. Think if we had a capability of AI where we could mold a personality out of somebody like that. Like we could put them through an experience. Like if you're good, if you're kind to them and they respond in kind, then you could totally show that we are all products of where we come from. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
I understand that, but it can be difficult.
Vanilla.
It's just difficult.
I'm just saying, like that level of, but you can have you can have full control. Exactly. Like you could actually mold this sentient android, cyborg, whatever, into being the type of person you want them to be by interacting with them and they learn from you. Does that make sense?
You mean the love bot and stuff now?
Doesn't have to be a love bot, okay? We're past the love bot. We're past that.
No, we're not. Now I've been serious for a bit.
We are all 100% products of our experiences.
Yeah.
And if we got to a level of AI where an AI android is product of its experiences, how cool would that be?
Wow. Yeah. Mind blown. It's completely gone.
100%. Yes, Thorn, 100%. You can have full control. You do have full control. If you react to this android in a kind gesture, in a kind way, and you create this personality where they're kind, where they respond in kind, you would be able to make them, see, you're the maker of the AI. See, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like that level of technology is like that is so awesome.
Okay, I'll take it back with the other stuff, but basically, if you've got full control, that's understandable. But I'm thinking of the aspects of like we were never ever going to get it fine tuned. If we did, I think imagine if it was done like 60 years, like 60 years in the future.
Yeah,
we wouldn't be alive. I think they would be fine tuned by then, while we're all gone and stuff. But I don't think they'll be fine tuned by now because that'll be impossible.
Yeah.
Unless
write in or leave out what you would want out of that particular software. Yes. It's like it's like Legend of Tomorrow. Let's use Legend of Tomorrow as an example, okay? Ava was a clone, right? She was a member of all the Avas that were ever created for different purposes, right?
Yeah.
For those who have watched Legends of Tomorrow, stay with me. We got a point here. She was a clone. She's an AI, but she was able to make her own personality and her own life from what she experienced.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That would be cool.
Okay. But I do agree with Kel scenario as well.
Yeah, less murder than Detroit Become Human. Yeah, good point.
I think, I do agree with you, Trans. And yes, we take the mick of the love bot or the sex bot, is what you're going to call it. But I will mention about the love bot now for you.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. But yeah.
That's what they do now. Yeah, they do write in and leave out. But if that AI was able to learn and to grow and make its own choices to a point of like a personality forming because of what it came from, that's just, I love it. I love that idea.
In the next
it won't happen anytime soon.
It'll be in the Bish Bash Bosh podcast in 2062 as well. We will give you the first ever bot that's been produced as well, and also controlled by trans as well. So we never know. That's true.
Crystal. That's true.
Is really true. Look at it this way: you're playing God.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I know that's AI is getting to that point now. I know it is. Thorn. I know you keep up with the robotics lines. And I know AI is getting there, but if we could really get to the point where AI could truly learn from us and become a product of its experience just like we are, wow. That would just be, I'd be all about it. Okay, we can get off the main discussion and off of the Android talk now. I just think that'd be a really cool experience.
Yeah, I can't
That would
believe we
show how
talk about
far
it.
we've come with technology. It's there now.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to catch up on my robotics though.
I think that's what's going to happen next as well. So that was the main discussion topic. We'll get off the topic before trying to kill us. We've mentioned about love bots or anything like that now, and the Android scenarios and stuff. So we haven't got the. We was meant to do the free discussion, but because we did so much on the articles this in the first part, we might as well go straight to GTA RP. We'll do the Ask Us Anything and also the free form discussion as one.
Yeah, of course.
In the end of it. So, Trans, what's your thoughts of GTA RP if you have been on it during the time?
I have been on it. I was out all weekend and most of the week, but I've been keeping up with what's been going on with the city on Discordia. To keep with city lingo here, because I know some of my city people watch these videos. So, but I've been keeping up what's going on in Discordia, and I've been trying to actually stay active there so that people don't think I've just disappeared off the face of the earth. And I have Olivia is still head of EMS. She's still chief. She has hired 3 or 4 new people this week alone that have started getting trained this week, and she's trying to build a team with EMS, and that's where she's at right now. Xander hasn't been able to fly in. That's what Daddy Senpai was talking about. He hasn't been able to fly in for a while, but hopefully his issues will be resolved, but we're not sure where that's coming from. And well, we know where it's coming from, but it's something that is not easily resolved. So we've been trying to get him back in the city, but he's having issues with that. But yeah, pretty much, I mean, that's where we're at right now. Aurora is growing and playing every day and being precious and adorable as always. I would like to add, not an update on GTRP, but an update on my real life, guys. One of the cats and I showed you this picture, Mount. Yeah, one of the cats that lives outside, that's an outside cat, has had 5 kittens. And the boyfriend and I have been bringing them in occasionally, getting them warmed up on a cold night or whatever when Mama's gone hunting and weren't sure when she was getting back. Bringing them in. We've been socializing them. We've been socializing the mama. So we've been doing that while we've been sick. So that's been a thing because we've both been sick. But 5 kittens, yes. And they are so cute. There's 3 all white ones, and there's 2 all white ones and 3 tortoiseshell tabbies. And if you don't know what a tortoiseshell tabby is, you know how a tabby cat has the stripes all across its body, the black and gray cat tabbies, right? A tortoiseshell tabby has the black and gray stripes, but only on the back. Like it doesn't go on the belly. It's their belly is solid, and these kittens are all solid white on their bellies with the tortoiseshell tabby, black and gray. So we've been helping with them. There was a little bucket over here we've been bringing kittens in, but I've moved it since, and that's what we've been kind of focusing on. I haven't been in the city much, but I've been keeping tabs on everything that's been going on, and I do have new hires, so they're getting trained, so that's a good thing. So on our way. Yes, still boyfriend, 100% Thorn Crystal.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough. Fair dues, and that's remarkable with that, to be fair, and hopefully we'll see how everything goes next time with that, to be fair. So
yes.
I can't believe we're 2 hours 11 minutes into the podcast. I think this could be the shortest one we've had for a very long time. I think so.
I think we're gonna at least hit the 3 hour mark, but we'll see how it goes.
So we've just done the PC console news. We talked about the main discussion topic of the love bots mainly afterwards, and the kittens afterwards. Yes, and then the GTA RP side of things. We are going to do the Ask Us Anything and the freeform discussion as a whole in this article for you guys as well. So this will be the last one of the podcast for this evening, or for the podcast today. So if you've got any questions or anything that will crop up at any point, send them in, and we will,
Oh,
see how it
Thorn
goes.
Crystal, that's not why it's short. We got a late start, so we literally have like maybe an hour left before I have to leave. Anyway, so but I mean, we got a late start, so that's part of it, and the other part of it is we don't have a guest today. It's just us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whenever we don't have a guest, we always have a shorter episode.
Yeah. It's normally like under the 3-hour mark.
Yeah, usually.
Anyway. So if you've got any questions, guys, for myself or Trance or both of us, if you do want to ask both of us, make sure you state the word both, or if it's a specific person, just mention like Malk or Trance or Retro, whatever you want to call it. Just let us know and we will answer your questions in. So,
Oh no!
No,
I'm happy
Crystal.
you're here, Thorn Crystal. I'm so glad you're here. Like, I do miss you, and I've been sick, so I haven't really been talking to anybody, and I kind of hold myself up because I've been busy. And if I'm not working, I'm doing the podcast or trying to decompress from the day. So, but yeah,
Absolutely.
no, we're so happy that I'm actually really, really happy that you're here. Like I am. I'm so glad that you decided to show up and stick around and talk with us and have a good time with us. I'm happy that you're here, buddy. I really am. All love to you, man.
Nice one. I'm trying to think of some questions actually. I bet you got some questions, haven't you, Trance?
No.
No. Oh, thanks.
Oh, I do have a question, Malk.
For me?
Yes, for you.
Okay.
When am I getting my UK snacks?
I've just seen the fake hydrant kicking in.
You guys, for those who don't know, Malk is supposed to be sending me UK snacks, and he's had them in a box for like 2 weeks. So I'm waiting for my UK
2
snacks.
weeks.
It's been close to that. I gave you the address before I got sick.
Yeah, but it was a bit longer than that. To be fair. So yeah,
you're making your hole deeper now, Malk.
Whoa! Don't say that too much because people might think we're wrong on our ideas on there. Trans naughty. Yeah, that will be sent tomorrow.
Yay!
That'll be sent tomorrow at some point. I will try and get it packed up and ready to send to you as well.
And I have an extra surprise too, which I already know about. It's the surprise that you got for me when you went to the convention.
Yes, I want to try.
And so I have that coming. And Thorn Crystal, you will appreciate this. Malk, when he went to the convention, Malk picked up a set of polyhedral dice for me to add to my dice collection, guys. So that's coming with my snacks too, which I am super excited for.
That will be sent as well. I've obviously, yeah, that'll be
your
sent.
snacks too.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with having vanilla. Oh my god.
I'm not even gonna say Vanilla's comments because it's deep, like mad, should we say? I'm trying to think of some questions. Oh yeah, guys. Before I forget, we've got the merch. Do you want to put the link up? Do you want to put the link up?
I will do the link again. Yeah, I will.
So for the guys that are wanting to find out more about the merch itself, we will have we have put in some ideas in. It's still not 100% complete at the moment. It's on my channel to order for the Bish Bash Bosh podcast gifts as well as my own as well.
You guys, that hoodie, not that hoodie, but that beanie is fire. I am all about this beanie. I am going to get one. I want $30 worth of our merch.
So basically, the money that Trance is saving is completely gone by the time she
Gone.
finishes. Yeah, by the time
Gone.
I finish with the merch itself. So, as you could, if you on the link and you're having a look, there is some ideas on the t-shirts and all the prices will be amended. It's still not finalized yet, and we're still in discussions of it. But there is some ideas that you guys might want to have a look. The prices that you see there is not final. There are some that are a little bit expensive because of the like the profitable that we could get back. But obviously, we both agree we don't want the money. It would be fantastic, but we don't want the money. It will go directly to the Streamlabs, and it will be as the cheapest rate possible. So, I think the T-shirt that we did without the background was was it $15? I think it was $15.
Yeah, the $15 background.
So we got one for $15, and we can add the patches. We can do a custom one for you as well, and for you to order, and then we can take it off after. It's up to you as well if you want to do some custom.
Just let us know if you, because we were talking about possibly, because he has a shirt in there that's for his actual channel, which has the patches on the sleeves, and you guys can scroll down and see that. But if you want to get like a Bish Bash Bosh shirt, we were talking about possibly adding the patches to the side where we can have like our logos on there. If you guys would like that, please let us know, and we will be happy to get that, make it happen for you.
Absolutely, and we will add, we will do the sort your shit out t-shirt.
We need to make it happen.
I don't know how we're gonna...
Crystal. Through what?
Oh yeah, Crystal. What was you going to say? Wait, what? Go back through that again. Do you want us to go through about the merch, or do you want to, or is there bits that you missed off? I don't know.
Yeah, whatever it is that you missed, let us know. We'll backtrack. No problems. No problem. Mm-hmm.
So while Crystal comes back, and just a bit of an update again, if you missed out from the start of the podcast, me and Trance, where did the proceeds go? Oh, the proceeds. So normally with Streamlabs, they add a little bit extra to the profits, which goes to us, but I can amend the pricing, so to try and get to the cheapest one, so we don't get any profits at all. This is just for you guys, so you guys can pay at the cheapest rate possible.
You would effectively be paying, we would get no profit off of it, and you would effectively be paying just what it costs to get that item.
Yes.
That's it. Even if we were to do like a giveaway, you'd be paying what we would pay to get the item to do a giveaway. So we wouldn't get any profit. We wouldn't get no profit off of it. If you guys want to give donations on the channels, we would love you guys for that, but you don't have to. Thorn Crystal, absolutely. You know as well as anybody else. You've been in my community since day one that, we don't care about the money. If you want to donate to support the stream, that's up to you. That's 100% your choice. You don't have to. These proceeds are just the base pay of what the item costs, even out of our wallet. So,
absolutely, you're paying the difference.
What difference?
No,
this is the base pay. Like, Kate, so the beanie that we have on the website, the beanie we have the site that I'm talking about that I want, is on there at literally base cost.
Yeah, $16.
It's what they would charge us.
Yeah.
As, getting it for a giveaway or something. There's no profit involved. We don't care about the profit. This is just the base cost. So you guys could have merch at a reasonable price, and so that because otherwise we would bring the price up. Like, we could add $2 or $3 to it, it'd still be a reasonable value, but we don't care about that. We don't care about getting a profit off of it. They even for people who give giveaways, this is something that y'all probably don't know. Even if you do a giveaway, you still have to pay a base cost for these type of things.
Yeah.
The person who's doing the giveaway has to. So what you're paying is what we would pay for a base cost.
So yeah, but at the moment, guys, the merch link is there, but it's still not finalized yet. You can have a look, or if you've got any ideas, that they've got loads of items on there.
I want the spiral notebook, the black mug, and the gray beanie. That's what I want.
I think the spiral one needs to be sorted with the price. I think I need to lower it
Yeah, if
down
you
a
need to
bit.
bring it down, bring it down. But I mean, I want that. I still
Yeah.
want it.
But for the guys who are listening on the audio, we do apologise on that. Be wondering what the hell we're on about. We want this merch. We want this merch.
Actually, Malk, if we want to, we can tell them the link directly for the audio people if they want to go there directly.
Or I could put it on the description.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, totally. That way they can go to the link if they want to check it out as well. But yeah, it's through the Streamlabs store, guys. There's no profit involved or anything. It's just a base pay.
Yeah.
So
No worries. So yeah, guys, that's what we would like to do, and that's what we want to do for you, because that's what we want to try and do for the merch side of things. But we want to make sure you pick the right ones that you guys would love to buy. If you want a signed one from us, and it's free of cost from our side, obviously you have to pay for the base. But if you let us know, just let us know the difference. I'll sign it and then pass it over to Trans. She'll sign it and then pass it on to someone else as well.
Especially if you're in the US, it's easier for me to send it to you from here and Malk to send it to me. So Malk can, if you guys pay for the shirt or whatever, and you say, hey, I'd like to have this signed, or if we do a giveaway with signed shirt, or a sign whatever, pretty much. You got a lot of shit. We could do that too, and just do the base cost, and we would he'd get it, he'd sign it, and send it to me. So
absolutely. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, so just trying to see if there was an image for it. Oh yes, those loads. Okay, I'm going to send you a screenshot, Chance, from your perspective, and I want to see which one you prefer out of this. Obviously, we'll have to amend it. This is what I'm talking to Trance is sorting out the sort your shit out T-shirt. Mama's ideas.
I would love it. I want one.
So I'm just showing Trance the image of ideas. So she will have a look at it now.
Oh, dude.
So, but it's not. I'm not saying the T-shirt's live or anything like that at all, guys. We're just in discussions, but we've got some ideas that could decide. I'll let Trans decide which one out of them to pick. To be fair,
actually, I could also make one that we could put on a shirt too.
If you can, even better. Even better.
I can do that. 100%.
So yeah. So basically, what we would love to do, Trans Love Bot shirt. If you want that vanilla, I will sign that. I will literally sign that for you.
We'll put my logo and a picture of an android.
Is it Bender from Futurama as well?
Oh God, please no. Please no.
I will put that on. That'll be epic.
No.
I will put that as a
Let's not. Let's not.
I'll show that to Vanilla, and you're just wondering if he'll buy it as well after that. But yeah, mad seeds. But like I said, guys, for the podcast, and as I said, I know I'm a bit slacking with the uploads onto the Spotify and all the other podcasts integration stuff, like with the Google and iTunes. But we should be up to date by now to episode 13 before tonight.
I think we are, yeah. We should.
Yeah, so episode 14 will be live after tonight. And hopefully we'll see some more action galore. But what would help massively for you guys to help us is make sure you put a good rating, a massive rating.
Yes, please. If you listen to the show, I know Kel does, or Kel was listening to the show until he got caught up with us. Actually, he's caught up now. But if you listen to the show on Spotify, iTunes, iTunes Podcast, Google Podcast, whatever channel you listen to it on, if you just listen back to it, even if you don't listen to the whole episode, give us a good rating so that we can be a highly rated show, so that other people can enjoy us and come in and have fun with us as well too, because we would love to have a lot of you guys just chilling and chatting and having a good time, or even just listening to the show and giving their feedback. We would love that too. But definitely, yeah, definitely, please give us a good rating to help others find us as well. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what we need, because we want to try and go through the rankings and try and get more more viewers, more streamers to join in.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been really lucky, haven't we?
Yeah, we
Chance with
have.
to be honest, with the people that contributed to help us with the the streamers that want to contribute. It is very difficult when you start off in the podcast and to get your thoughts on how to expect what, because as I said, we wasn't know what was going to happen after 2 seasons ago.
We thought that. We were like, okay, let's just do this thing. We were excited about it. We're like, oh, let's make this happen. And then you guys started reacting, and y'all had a great time with it last season, and now it's a thing.
Absolutely. We've got some good news for you guys as well. Me and Trans have been thinking, and we have decided that we would like to do season 3 with you guys as well. So season 3 has been confirmed. It has been long ongoing because we wanted to make sure to try and get everyone in and try and get try and get the streamers in that have returned, or like new, or the Daddy Senpais try and do the quadruple moments.
Yeah, I know.
As well. That's what he's trying to do next as well. But
he needs to do the return.
Yeah, I'm not saying sick and tired of it, but it's just more like I don't know what to put on as the episode name. Like the legend has returned. The legend has returned, and then like
the legend has returned.
Returned. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what we'd love to see is, like, for you guys who are on the stream now, who are not as streamers. Like, I know Vanilla doesn't do the streaming, but we would like to see him come on and stuff to hear his thoughts. But you know what I mean, like streamers that want to contribute and see how they can try to. Crystal.
Crystal. Oh gosh, you're so mean.
Can't be done. But yeah, I mean, like Cal. I mean, if Cal wants to pop, join in the actual guest section itself, then you're more than welcome.
Any of you guys that are viewers, if you want to become guests on the show, just let us know. If you stream, let us know, and we can get you in as a guest. That's not a problem. If we have a good collection of streamers that want to be what? I don't know where that conversation went, Crystal. Okay. I'm not sure where that's coming from. We might need to elaborate. I'm not sure where that's coming from. But if you guys want to be a part of the show, feel free to let us know, and we will be happy to get you on and to give you guys a good head start. And those of you who are viewers will get a chance to be guests, and all of the people who are here talking with you every week and talking with us as well with you would get a chance to actually meet you and get to know you, which would be a good idea. So we're totally cool with that. We'd love to have you guys come in, and that the ratings, like Malk was saying, will definitely help us. Will definitely help us get up there, so that we have people saying, hey, I'd like to be on your show, and hopefully busting down the doors to be on the show, so we have a lineup, so you guys have plenty of guests incoming. So definitely, absolutely.
I tell you what, Trans, do you want to mention about the one that you had a fan as well?
Oh yeah. So you guys, okay, for those of you who don't know, we do this every week. 100%. We do this every week. And we don't think about how many people hear us or see us or any of that stuff, aside from you guys who are usually here. I mean, we check the analytics, obviously, to see who's been viewing where and all that stuff, but we don't focus on the numbers. That's not what we do this for. And normally when you do something like this, and you have like something that's, small like this, it takes a while for it to come back to you, right? You say, okay, you put it out there, you get more people who are further away hearing about it or getting excited about it before it comes back to you. Well, I was sitting at work one day before I got sick. And the guy who comes in, and I don't know, he said he had another job, but he had a side job that he does for us at
Yeah.
my facility. And he came in and we were talking. We started talking about podcast. We started talking about games and stuff. He's like, I was watching Critical Role. I was waiting for guests, and Thor and Crystal, you'll appreciate that. And he's like, oh, you don't want to miss Critical Role. He's like, me. He says, oh, and definitely podcasts and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, I do a podcast every Saturday. He goes, you do? I said, yeah. He goes, what's the name of your podcast? And I told him, we said, we're the Bish Bash Bosh podcast. He goes, you're Bish Bash Bosh? I was like, yeah, I'm trans. And my friend Malk is in the UK, Retro Wolf. He's like, me and my wife love your show. Like, we listen to you guys all the time. And he told me what channel they listen to us. And I was like, oh my gosh, really? He's like, yeah. He's like, she listens to them. She gets a chance to listen to more than I do. I'm trying to catch up. I was like, oh wow, that is so cool. So like, it really came back. I was like, oh my goodness, this came back so quickly. I was not expecting that. He's like, yeah, we listened to a bunch of podcasts we came across, and we absolutely love your show. It's so great. And I was like, yeah, we started talking about, the conversations that Malk and I have and what we've been talking about recently and things that have happened on the show. And yeah, it was a really cool moment, guys. It was a very, very cool moment. I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. Like, my mind was like blown for the rest of the day. I told Malk all about it. Are you infamous? I don't know. He didn't say anything about you particularly, but if he's listened to the show, if they're doing audio, which it sounds like he's been listening to the audio, he's probably heard you mentioned a couple times Vanilla. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, especially when we're cursing every time and say, oh, Vanilla and type stuff as well. But yeah, I mean, it's an honor and privilege that, I mean, I can't believe it's been up to like the second season. I expect it to be a bit longer than like third or fourth season to get properly noticed. But to be honest, I think without the help from you guys and the help from Trans, there'll be no podcast. So you just go.
He's right.
And that's the God's honest truth. Now they'll get to hear their own story when they listen to this. Absolutely.
100%. I know. My mind was blown, Crystal. Crystal's like, you're an influencer now. Oh my gosh. My mind was blown for a second. I was like, what? You know my show? And here's the thing about it, Malcolm. This is the crazy thing. And I told you this in the message I sent you too. Yeah. I was like, I was thinking about it all day, and I was like, well, maybe he's talking about another Bish Bash Bosh podcast. So I literally searched up Bish Bash Bosh, and the first thing that came up was the definition of it and the slang of it. But then I said Bish Bash Bosh podcast. I added podcast to it. And guys, here's the crazy thing. You guys watching our show and people listening to our show has us as the top 8 listings on Google search results. I counted it. The first 3 are versions of our show, or like videos of our show from YouTube, including segments. Apparently they segmented it for YouTube. Yeah. So we are literally the top like 8 searches in Google. When you search Bish Bash Bosh podcast, you don't believe me, do it, check it yourself. But when you search Bish Bash Bosh podcast, we're like 8 searches. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And being in the social media marketing class that I was in, I know how Google does their analytics and what their algorithms are. And that is just insane. That was like, boom. That really just blew my mind. I almost cried, guys. I almost cried.
It was a good day, to be fair.
There will not be an OnlyFans. There will not be an OnlyFans. Sorry, Thorn Crystal. That's not happening.
God, can you imagine that as well? Vanilla wouldn't stop watching it, wouldn't they? As well.
No, he wouldn't.
It'd be like, oh, what's this? Oh my
God. Guys, that really blew my mind, and that made me so happy because that's what that's what we like to see. That's why we do this show. Yeah, you see it, right? Oh my god, I know, right, Vanilla? We're on the top on Google. It's crazy. It's so mind-blowing. You may watch more. We would love to have you here more, Thorn Crystal. 100%.
I don't know if
You're
it was
not
the
doing
only.
an OnlyFans to get you.
I wonder if that was the OnlyFans question.
No.
But yeah,
we would love to have you here. No OnlyFans. I'm sorry, but we would still love to have you here.
It was the OnlyFans. It was the OnlyFans. I knew it. I knew what Crystal was going to say. So what I was going to say was, I mean, what Trans said and told me about it, I was freaking gobsmacked about it. Have to subscribe, like, and comment.
Kel, oh my god.
Kel, I will put this on the comments on speech for all your audio fans. Kel Rivers has said and quoted, "Best idea, in my opinion, bish bash bosh only fans." Now, number one, that's never going to happen. Two, if that ever happened, God help us all. Imagine that in a stream, and we was like, "Oh, no."
Question OnlyFans?
Question only, yeah. Question only.
No,
fans.
question OnlyFans.
Yeah. And then it'd be like, "Oh my god, what the hell is this?"
Not happening, guys.
It's definitely
Don't
not.
hold your breath, okay?
These guys want this, don't they? They absolutely want it.
And yeah, Vanilla, we do have our stuff on YouTube. He has it on his YouTube. I have mine as well too. So.
Oh bloody hell, Vanilla!
Vanilla. Good point.
5 viewers too, 5K in a day.
Oh God, no. No OnlyFans. It's not happening, guys. It's not.
Someone's going to do it, aren't they? Someone's actually going to do it. Put it on. Like, would you like to watch the unrated version of the podcast itself? Like,
we're already unrated. What are you talking about?
Super unrated.
We were talking about cyborg love bots, for goodness sakes. I mean, let's be honest.
But then you said sex bots as well.
I did, 100%.
You did that. This episode of Bish Bash Bosh is brought to you by, and I'm not saying those,
OnlyFans and my love bot, apparently, guys. I'm sorry. This is going to be an ongoing thing.
Can you imagine?
No, you're not, Thorn Crystal. It is not happening.
Mad.
Oh God, Vanilla.
Oh, blood.
Y'all are so stuck on this love bot thing.
I'm going to call this episode the love bot episode. You do know this, right?
There you go. That's our clickbait right there.
Yeah. And it'd be like, what the hell is this episode all about? I'll bet you the record that we had for downloading on Spotify or any of the others.
This will top it. You put love bots in the title and this will top it.
Yeah. 46 was the maximum. I reckon we'll probably get 100. And you'd be like, oh my God, what's this?
Y'all are crazy. That's what y'all are. Thurston or not, y'all crazy. We love you, though. We love the crazy. We do. Absolutely love it.
But
that's part of what makes the show so amazing.
But you're all nuts. That's all I'm saying as well. But yeah, I mean, that's what. But from what Trans said about like the fan that was talked about, I was gobsmacked. And then when she said about the Google analytics, sorry.
Kel's like, I'm dying that laughing. It works and help, Ruffle. That's what we love to hear. We love you guys having a good time with us. I'm glad we can make your work day just a little bit more bearable, Kel.
Absolutely. I'm glad.
Your coworkers are probably thinking you've lost your mind.
Can you imagine if you just go...
Kel, perfect moment. Promotion.
God.
You guys want to hear something crazy and something hilarious? You totally need to watch the show or listen to the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do not love those bots. Thank you. No, Thorn, I do not. I love you guys, but I don't. I was literally thinking about it on a scientific level. Like, you guys took this the wrong way.
Yeah, like you said, Big Fudge as well.
No.
Yes, that's what you
Oh,
were thinking.
God.
Oh God! And then Vanilla took it the absolute wrong way with that love bot moments as
The
well.
CPR one.
The CPR, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, we was gobsmacked about the analytics and
Yeah,
but
that
like I
blew my
said,
mind.
but if you can,
And craziness too, like just as a side effect, a side note on this, guys. And I made sure that it wasn't just my account. Like, I had another coworker who was with me at the time. She looked up the channel. She looked up the name Bish Bash Bosh Podcast. She got the exact same results I did. So it wasn't just me.
yeah,
Future ads, purchase a love bot. I like it, Vanilla. I like it. We've got a marketing plan going. I'm all for it. I bet you were thinking about it. I wasn't thinking about it like that. Coworkers are looking at me like I'm a psychopath, Kel says. You should totally tell them to listen to the show. Like, holy plug right there. Shameless plug. If you want to know what I'm laughing at, you should watch or listen to this show. Warranty guaranteed. Damn,
much.
Vanilla.
Yeah,
but yeah, I made sure it wasn't just me because I do a lot for Bish Bash Bosh, but and it wasn't. It was, she looked it up. She had no recollection of our show at all, and she looked it up, and she got the same results I did, and I was just mind blown. I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. And we just reveled in that moment. I was like, that's exciting. 10-year warranty.
10-year
on the love bot.
Here you are. And here is your ad coming in. Purchase a love bot.
Oh God.
Just
No. Sponsored by.
I'm not putting that on. I'm not putting that.
Bish Bash Bosh Podcast, sponsored by Lovebots.
Where they will treat yourself.
You guys.
I hope Kel's seen this.
Totally. You totally need to tell your coworkers to listen to our show, Kel.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Vanilla. 100%. 100%. That's not exactly what was meant for the phrasing, but it works.
Yeah. I heard that before. Trans.
How to love yourself.
Yeah. Thanks for that, to be fair. Yeah. So that there you go. That was the advertisement.
We got an ad in, guys. We did good.
Also, one more thing, guys, before we wrap it up, unless there's anyone got any more questions, because we're coming up to the 3-hour mark now. Our moment of like what we like to do is
I think you would need that anyway, Vanilla, honestly, the waterproof.
Typical.
Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, I am definitely gonna trans. We got a question for the first time this evening. So Cal has said, Crystal. Cal has said, who do you love more, trans? Your fans or your love bots?
I do not have a love bot, for the record, so that only leaves my fans. So there you go. Y'all get all the love. All the love.
Okay. Here's a question for you to relate to this. If you did had one, what would you do? Which one would you pick? The fans?
Still my fans, 100%.
Still 100%. The fans. I'm just saying.
Totally.
I was gonna say that, Vanilla, but I wasn't going to. Just for a laugh. Crystal, man, is ledge.
Go fuck yourself. I love it.
No, I have a sex bot for that.
That's great.
That's
Our
lush.
audio listeners are going to be like dying over here. They're gonna be dying.
They'll be thinking, what the hell's going on this show?
What happened to my show? Actually, if they lasted through a couple of the episodes last season, then they're fine. They'll be
God,
okay.
yeah, absolutely.
This is tame comparatively.
Yeah, definitely. I can't believe Vanilla said that. You're gonna tell him that? You're gonna tell him
I
that?
should totally. When I see him tonight, I'll tell him. I will totally tell him.
I reckon it will go two ways.
Mobile one. Hit in the back. Oh my god, Vanilla.
I reckon it will go two ways, Trans, with your boyfriend on that. I reckon one, he will go rollicking, or two, he'll be like, yeah, I'm fine.
What he's gonna do? You know what he's gonna do, Malk? When I say it to him, he's gonna look at him. He's gonna go, raise an eyebrow, and go, well, like, I mean,
that's true. But yeah, it was absolutely
smirk and raise an eyebrow at me and not deny it.
yeah. Well, keeping it cool, keeping it real as well. So guys, one more thing before I mention about it, unless there's anyone got any more questions. As I said at the start of the stream, we are going to be talking about having a bonus content, which is not going to be live on stream. It will only be just us two talking about random stuff, and it won't be the news articles. It'll be something totally different than what we normally do anyway, because it's a bonus. And to be fair, it's something like new content that we might think about. It might be the story of how it all began, and how we'd like to see it in the near future. And like,
not that you guys haven't heard that story a million times by this point.
No, but
anybody else who hasn't heard it will hear it.
But it would be a nice way of like in more depth of how we got through it and stuff as well. Bloody Vanilla. But yeah, that's what it is really. But yeah, absolutely, man. So just have to wait and see how everything goes.
We love you guys. We do. We are so glad that y'all come here and hang out with us all the time, and that people all over listen to our show and enjoy it for what it is. We absolutely, it really makes us really happy. And that story about the guy who listens to the show on the podcast channel that he listens it to is like, we love hearing stories like that, because it tells us that this little bitty thing that we, put our heart and our soul into every week and do our best to try and make it good for you guys actually resonates with y'all and with the people who are listening to it. And I'm so glad that you guys love us so much. We love you guys too. All of love.
Absolutely fantastic stuff.
And control purposes.
Yeah, that's what Vanilla wants as well. So, but yeah, that's what we're going to try to do. We're trying to think about new bonus content. If you've got any ideas, send them in, and we'll have a discussion about it. Might be thinking about. But yeah, I think that is what we're going to try and call it a night. I think.
Yeah, and also. No, you're fine, Thorn Crystal. I'd love to have you on the podcast. Like, you and I don't talk like we used to. I would love to have you here. That'd be amazing.
We'll have to sort that out.
But no, honestly, we are so glad to have y'all here every single weekend, and hearing stories like that mean a lot. You're really getting your money's worth. That's good. I mean, can't argue with that logic, Vanilla. That's a good point. That's 100% a good point. If you're not using that warranty, I mean. But anyway, I was gonna say that we do love that you guys are here every day when we do our shows. And I'm sorry that we didn't get a chance to do the show last week, me being sick and all. And I'm getting better, so we're getting there. I feel more like myself. So I mean, obviously.
You could call it the crystal hour. Well, it won't be the hour, will it? It'll be the crystal 3 hours. 3 hours of crystal.
3 hours of crystal. Oh! 3 hours of a thorn crystal.
Madness. Anyway,
Or
guys,
3 hours with Thorn Crystal, that would work too.
that would always be work as well. Again, guys, thank you so much to everyone that's contributed to the stream and also to the podcast. Whether you are listening to it watching it on Twitch right here, right now, or on the audio side of things on Spotify, Google,
Or
playlist,
watching it on Twitch later.
Yeah, or maybe
Got you.
later. They're probably rerunning, should we say, of the podcast itself.
We should start thinking about doing reruns of the show. I think that'd be kind of cool. Like when we're not live ourselves, like if we have like a rerun like playlist or something, we could play like reruns and just do like a replay of like previous episodes.
We have to do it throughout the week, like once a week.
Something like that. Yeah.
So that'll be good. Sounds like it. Yeah.
It does, Thorn Crystal. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, buddy. It really does.
So here we go, guys. We're gonna have to stop the stream now because I think that's our time. That's the first time ever, Trans. We've only had one question. One question.
I know. I thought we'd have more, but okay.
I'm surprised.
Right.
I'm surprised with that. To be fair.
I'm okay with it.
After 2 weeks of no podcast, and then we come back. So this is what I was going to say.
Hey, you watch this in the future. How you doing?
Yeah.
You've got questions? What questions do you have, Thorn Crystal? I've got a few minutes.
We've got a few minutes, and then we're going to have to stop the stream. So
go for it.
You're going to make it good ones because
good questions.
They have to be very
100%.
good. So while Crystal, or Meth Head Crystal, I've got to call him now. Meth Head Crystal. Now.
I did not expect that to come out of your mouth, Milk.
Well, you put 3 hours of Crystal sounds like a typical day for a Meth Head. Not saying he's not. Not saying he's not. Wow.
Don't take it personal.
I'm not taking it personal.
I think it sounded better in his head than it did.
Yeah.
I think that's what he was thinking.
Never coming back.
Oh, don't.
I'm so sorry, Crystal. I'm so sorry, Crystal. I take it back. I'm so sorry.
You ran my friend away. I'm so heartbroken.
I think Crystal's had enough of me now. I think this is the last bit of the Bish Bash Bosh podcast.
It's the last day we'll see Malk on this podcast.
Yeah. Nothing wrong. Oh, bloody.
You almost said it too.
Yeah.
He almost got you.
Yeah, I've been called worse by better.
That's true. That's fair. That's fair. 100%.
So what questions have you got, Crystal? Please, before you kill me on spot with that.
We'll go hunt him down in the UK together, okay, Thorn Crystal?
No, thanks. No, thanks. I just want to be alive and kicking. Well, should I say as well. So just wait for Crystal to get us the question, then we will stop the podcast and stop the stream.
Yeah.
Yes.
He goes, yes.
Shit.
I got you back.
UK trip. We're still waiting for Crystal.
Any questions you have, Thorn Crystal, now's a good time to get them in before we end the podcast, because we do have a shorter episode than we normally do today because of late start and other things. So Church. Where did that come from, Vanilla?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. If you think of anything, feel free to ask. You can always ask me too. I can redirect them to Malk as well.
Oh, to kill. After. I don't know. You don't know.
That's
you
okay.
Don't know.
We all have those moments. Mine haunt me.
Yeah. So, guys, can I just say a massive thank you to everyone that's contributed to the stream or the podcast. You've all been absolutely amazing. I do apologise if I didn't mean to offend anyone. It's just my head decided to say it differently.
Malk, next time you decide to say something like that, really think it through.
I can't think. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning for me, nearly now.
True, it is late.
Yes, I'll talk to you later.
Aww.
But yeah, but like I said, it's been an absolute blast. I hope everyone had a fantastic time. I will put the ad up for you guys as well, just to remind you. Ad, purchase a love bot, treat yourself on that.
Vanilla's running with this.
Yeah. So there.
That's our ad for the day, guys.
That'll be for next week.
We'll come up with another one next week.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, thank you so much to everyone who's contributed. Absolutely amazing, each and every single one. No, that's okay. No, thank you, mate. Thank you. At least I'm not in the death warrant type stuff.
True.
Death warrant type stuff. But yeah, like I said, I just want to say thank you to everyone. You've all been absolutely amazing. I enjoy every single time that me and Trans have been absolutely enjoy your time, and we would love to see this podcast grow massively. We're trying our very best to get more streamers in. Like I said, Crystal, Vanilla, Kel, anyone on here, if you want to contribute to come on, let us know what day, like what Saturday you are free. I know you're here every week, totally. But I mean, I know Crystal just popped in today for the first time in ages, but I mean, like in general and stuff. But just let us know if you want to join in before the end of season 2. If not, we'll book you in for season 3, which will probably be the autumn time as such.
We will have to get the specifics on season 3 because when we started season 1, it was later in the year. We started it in June, and our show is going to go past when we normally start it, and that timing was perfect for us. So we might have a shorter season for season 3 if we have to do that, or we might extend it through the holidays and just have a break for the holidays or whatever. But we will have a season 3 going, guys, and I feel like we had a really weird start. And then like this year we were able to start right at the beginning of the year, which is the first weekend that we had afterwards. And so this was a schedule that I kind of would have wanted us to be on, but either we'll have to figure out how we're going to make it work where we can still have the breaks, and because I'll still have mandatory days I'll have to do in the fall as well, like I did last year. And we can still have the breaks, and we can still be able to get you guys a show where you guys can still enjoy it and be able to get as many episodes as we can in. So we're going to have to work it out a little bit.
I mean,
we might have to tweak the formula a little bit. And also, Malk, I'm 100% down for our last episode of this season to do what we did last season, like get ideas from the audience and stuff like that as to what they would like to see too.
Absolutely. So. Even though we're going to be not shit-faced, but you know what I mean, like as well. But do you know what I mean, like as such, like as in we would like to see what we brought your ideas from last season, from the last episode, which Trans noted down and commented on. We've done the free discussion episodes as requested. We've tried to do as best as we can with the podcast. We try to do something. We try to do our own way as such. Try not to copy anyone else's and stuff, but
we're us. We're no one else, and no one else can be us. So,
Crystal says, "Oh God, Trans shit-faced, not again."
You remember those days, Thorn. You remember those days. So
I remember that one day, and I will never want to see that again. But only for the podcast, I will see it again. To be fair, but yeah, guys, like I said. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to keep it for the 20 episodes as normal, but as Trans said, we might have to shorten it depending on how it all goes as well. So, bloody.
All right, Thorn and Vanilla, y'all are good on y'all's little conversation over there.
I think there's something going on.
I think there is.
I think there's some Irish cream. There's such going on.
Something about Irish cream.
Damn. Anyway, guys, I'd like to thank everyone for you guys. Thank you to the lovely hostess with the mostess, Trans. She did absolutely amazing as always, and doing the notes as always each and every single week.
Me too. I think I was weak.
And I was your host with the most, Retro Wolf Live. I'm hoping we'll be back next week, but we will let you know if there's any changes. Check out our social media side of things on social media on Twitch for Retro Wolf Live and Trans Gamer Girl. For Twitter, it's Retro Wolf Live again, but this time it's Trans Gamer. Not with
just Trans Gamer, yeah.
Yeah, before you kick me off again. I remember the last time. I forgot about that. But yeah, guys, check it out. And if you want to try out the Discords, just check out the links as well.
Yeah. My Discord link should be in my About section under those panels. You guys can find it there. Retro probably has his somewhere as well. But if you guys need access to the link, feel free to get in touch with us with an email or whatever we have access to on Twitter or whatever, and we'll be happy to get you guys those links as well too. So
absolutely. Anyway, guys, I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend on the 7th to the 8th of May 2022. This was the Bish Bash Bosh podcast on episode 14. We'll let you know if there's going to be a guest for next week. At the moment, there is none, but we never know what comes after with that. Or should I say, I'm on Trans's Discord. Yeah, absolutely.
Vanilla is in my Discord 100%.
You do not. I'll tell you what. Before we shoot off properly, let's get Vanilla a T-shirt with us on there at the back. Mm-hmm. Imagine that.
That'd be great. I'd love it.
There we go, guys. We're both going to shoot off now because you're absolutely amazing. And yeah, take it easy, guys. And yeah. Oh, we should. Yes, we are. We are now.
Not like that, Vanilla. Come on.
Not really. Anyway, guys, see you next week. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.